Hi, domo. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going?
Hakuya grabbed me into this hole. Send help.
I didn't grab you into this hole, okay? I didn't grab you. I did not. Guys, don't listen. I did not grab her. This is slander.
He dragged me here.
I did not drag you, okay? This is an undisclosed location in Canada. Canada's a big place. We met somewhere in the middle. We both live in different parts of Canada.
Yeah.
We both tunneled here individually, right? Right.
It's a faster way to go around.
Don't question why a bird like me has to tunnel. Okay? I can fly. I can fly. Don't question it.
It's to hide from the sun because you're I don't know why
to hide from the sun.
Are sensitive to the sun. I don't know.
This sun raven has to hide from the sun. I understand. Understandable. But yeah, hello everybody. I guess I'll do some. I'll do myself. No, I'm the host. You do your self introduction first.
Well, wait, no, you're the host. It's your channel. Shouldn't you introduce yourself first,
wait,
and then
is that how
I
it works?
introduce myself?
I mean, guys,
I don't know.
Guys, does the host introduce themselves first, or is the guest who introduces themselves? How does this work? Let me fix the chat box. It's kind of blocking your face.
I'm just gonna.
It's kind of blocking your face
behind the chat box constantly.
I'm gonna move it here, like make it a little bit smaller, so you're gonna be okay. I'll just move you a little bit to
No.
Okay. No, that was too much. All right. Okay, this is fine. Okay.
See, everyone is saying the host goes first. Learn your TV shows.
Oh yeah. Yes. Hi guys. I'm Yatuno Hakuya, Sunraven, exiled Sunraven Vtuber, and one of your co-hosts for Foxe and Raven. And this is my co-host.
Exiled?
I am an exile. Have I never told you this?
I didn't know that lore.
I am an exile.
I didn't know that lore. Wow.
I've never emphasized it. I usually didn't include it in my intro.
It's the first time I hear of it, guys. I didn't know that I was with a wanted criminal.
But yeah, this is my co-host.
Yes. Hello. I don't have an intro yet. I'm bad at this. Hello. I'm Kuruko Ima. I am interdimensional Foxe. I am not an exile.
You weren't exiled into this dimension. No.
No. I am here willingly, out of my own free will. I got papers and everything.
Yeah. Who would I'm not sure who would want to legally live in Canada. Who would legally try to move to Canada willingly?
Yeah, I know, right? Who will do that? I say while I hide my permanent resident card behind my back. Who will do that?
But yeah, I guess I should greet everybody. Hello Leafbug, hello Bellhound, hello Unlucky Cat, hello Lamp Fansworth, hello Leafbug again. Hello Dank, hello Pablo, hello Simon, and OptiDoc, hello as well. Gosh, you and OptiDoc were really in it this morning. On the Discord. I'm like, are you guys fighting? Are you guys okay?
It was a moment.
Yeah, I think it was about... Yeah, because I was playing Reverse Collapse, and you're going to play Reverse Collapse.
I am going to play.
You're going to play it, what was it, tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I played Reverse Collapse on the hardest difficulty. And you are going to play on normal. Or hard, I don't know.
I don't know yet. I'm going to play on normal when the game actually releases. Tomorrow, I don't know.
Yeah, I just remember though, like Doc was like, oh, you got to play it on the hard mode for the immersion. And, I understand the immersion, right? Because the game is all about being completely surrounded from all sides by enemies. And so you want it to be hard. But if it's too hard, you're going to spend too much time and you're going to struggle and you're just going to be frustrated, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's...
I only played...
I understand. When I was younger, I liked the challenge. I liked challenging myself and trying harder stuff. I'm old now. I'm an old fox. I get tired. I just wanna read.
We're both old. You didn't say that, Doc? What did you say? Like I was only confident in playing the hardest difficulty because I already played the closed beta test. So I had a good idea of how the game worked already, and I played the original. It was still very hard. It took me like 13 hours to finish both chapters.
Damn.
You're gonna enjoy it so much, Kuroko. You're gonna love it.
To it.
You're gonna love it.
I'm looking forward to it so much.
Fox. Yeah, we're both.
Yes, that's me.
We're both ancient. Blink twice if you need assistance of the authorities. Don't blink twice, okay? You're fine. Anyways, yes, you were not kidnapped. Actually, I need to actually read what people were saying. You're saying Space Force sent to Canada to subjugate ourselves like Dragon Ball Z. Where are the pods? The pods are off to the side. The pods are what caused these holes that we're currently inside. Don't ask why we're in these holes. Why don't we just walk out of these holes? I think they're quite comfortable, okay?
Yeah. My dog used to dig holes and get into them for some reason.
But yeah, anyways, yeah, today we're going to talk about Twitch and YouTube. We wanted to talk about these earlier, but I had to go to Offkai. I had to staff at Offkai, and you had
I had to take my sister to the hospital.
Had an incident with your sister. Is she okay right now?
Yeah, she's fine. She's doing better. They
took a wrong turn at Albuquerque and ended up on YouTube. You just called you her dog. No, I'm not a dog. Okay, I have been called a dog boy because, like, you know, there's dog people and there's cat people, and people say I'm like a dog sometimes, but they also say I'm like a cat sometimes. I'm not
I think
sure.
You're more like a cat, like cat burp. Burp cat.
Maybe I'm more like a fox. Like I'm cat and dog.
True. We are siblings after all, or we are going to be.
Yo guys, have you seen Kuroko's her Min's graph design? It looks so good. Have you showed them?
No, I haven't. I always show the sneak peeks, but I did say I did allow Mins to show it on a stream if he wants to stream the progress. So like be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, the once in a blue moon that Mins graph streams. Last stream was like 3 years ago or something. I don't know. The last stream he did was before like 2 weeks ago. He streamed 2 weeks ago, but like before that, the last stream he did was a one-night marathon of Resident Evil Village.
Wow.
I watched the entire thing with him.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Because he does.
But yeah,
because Min's mama, he has a lot of corporate work. He draws for like Fake Grand Order. I don't know if he's drawn for Yostar. He's probably drawn for Yostar as well. He's drawn for a lot of big companies. So he's got a lot of NDA stuff that he's not allowed to stream.
Yeah, no, I remember he was talking about that on a stream, and he also said about like all the commissions, you know, like he doesn't like showing the Vtuber commissions he does, even if they're indies. So that's why me, and I remember there was someone, I can't remember her name, but there was someone else there too that was like, oh, just do it, like you stream it, we give you permission, go ahead.
Yeah, I gave him permission too, but he never streamed me either. He did show the design on stream, but he didn't stream drawing it because I guess doing VTuber stuff probably takes a lot of concentration to figure out the cutting for all the layers. Because I've never shown you, but like, okay, so I've got a alternate color where I turned everything black, right, on my model. I had to change like 160 layers.
Oh, damn!
And I lost the color settings like twice. So I was like 4 hours gone.
Rape boso.
You think you're more like a bird. Well, I am a bird, so that's natural. Yeah, Mins is a curious. Yeah, Mins is a very interesting person. I think he's had his own like OC VTuber design for a long time, but he never actually finished drawing it. I saw him work on it in stream a couple times, but he just like stopped. Because I know there's a lot of people who are like, we can't. A lot of artists who are like, oh, I don't know if I can really be a VTuber. I'm not that entertaining. I just have this model so I can draw and so have some people have something to look at.
Yeah, it's
But like
true.
to play video games, right, and all that stuff, it's a little bit harder to be fun to watch. Because artists are used to just drawing for hours and hours and hours and not saying anything. Right?
I mean, some people do that too. Like, there's a lot of silent artists that still get like views.
Mins he's an interesting guy. I like his streams. I think it's good. But like the thing is with Mins is that he'll only talk when you talk to him. He won't initiate anything.
Yeah. It's very comfy though.
In fact, like even like when I speak to him in DMs, right? I'm usually the one to like, you know, message him, because I guess he's busy, right? But it's not that he doesn't reply back. It's just that he doesn't initiate messages. Like out of all the years that I've known Min's Mama, he's only sent me a message once. That wasn't work related.
I communicate with him through email, so.
Oh.
It's so funny too, because we're always like, "Hello, Mints."
You're writing a formal email?
Write all this email, but like, you know, we use like emojis and LOL and whatever, and then we're like, "Regards, Kuruko," and he's like, "Kind regards, Mints."
That's so funny.
It's so funny.
That's so funny. Yeah, so like the layers, right? Just look at the way my hair bounces. Yeah, almost all the layers are the hairs, the hair separation. There's so many different layers in this hair. It looks like it's just like a few, but it's like 100 or something. There's a lot.
Damn. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
Oh man.
No
I feel
Natsu
bad for
Kazari,
Mins.
hello Bellhound. Yeah, no Natsu. Saw you in that cute video, Pam. Ah! So I was in a video that I submitted to Obake Pam, because she invited everyone who attended Anime North to submit some clips for her. And I submitted a clip which was very when I sent, I posted, they have a Discord, right, where we have all the Anime North people, and we were all asked to, you know, submit our clips there. And when I sent mine in, people said, "Oh, Hakuya, this is like so anime," and I'm like, shit. Because mine was incredibly tunibyo. It was incredibly tunibyo. So and now it's out there. I haven't seen the video because I was working on setting up the stream. It just premiered, I think, an hour ago at 4 o'clock. So that would be 7 for you.
Oh.
So yeah,
I'll have to dig that up.
Yeah, it's on my it's on my Twitter or something. It's tagged by me, and I'll probably retweet it later. But yeah, it's if I look, I feel like I'm gonna be really embarrassed once I actually go and watch it myself.
Let's go watch it now.
You know what? We could actually go watch it now. I don't know if we're gonna get copyright stricken though. If I play it on stream, is that gonna be fine?
I don't know. That's an excellent question.
See, this is like why we need to talk about Twitch versus YouTube. We need to know how the copyright works, because I know on Twitch doesn't care. You know, even though they have even though Twitch TOS is like, oh, you can't post copyright stuff, you can't no one cares. No one enforces anything, right? No one cares at all.
True.
Hello, Zuni.
It's just the bots.
We're not nerds. We're not. Okay, maybe we are nerds. Hello, Crumbling Sanity. How are you doing? Minzen is freaking here. Hey. Okay. I don't know. I guess we can go. Okay, you're not sure. Why not? If copyright happens, I'll just beg Pam for forgiveness.
I mean, yeah, like who can copyright you? Her.
It's an 11-minute video. Okay, maybe not.
It's maybe too long.
Maybe not. That's too long.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll guys go check it out. I'll post a link in the chat, but don't watch it right now. Don't open the tab and save it for later.
Yes. I'm waiting.
You know, I posted it. Okay. So, yeah. I posted it. Go keep that, save it. You know, if you're in mobile, bookmark it and then come back to the stream.
I asked earlier Vtubers the big question at Anime North. Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. You should have been there.
But I wasn't.
You weren't. You were in town, but you weren't there for Anime North.
I can't believe the funniest thing is that I didn't know. I was just there for something else.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people asked me like, "Oh, are you going to like this thing?" And I was like, "Wait, is that happening like now?"
It is happening at the same time.
What? What?
Pretty much. You were there for like, was it Thursday or Friday?
I was there for Thursday and I left on Friday.
You went to listen to Man with a Mission. They're great. I love them.
Yeah, they're great.
I don't know how they perform in those suits. It gets really hot.
It gets really hot. I mean, they took a break in between.
Yeah, I know.
They took like a long break.
And it's hard to play music while you're wearing the suits too.
I don't know how
they're not wearing suits. It's just head masks, right? It's just head.
Yeah, and like the singers actually have like their faces like half uncovered.
Yeah.
But like they paint their faces like black, so you can't really see.
Yeah.
Their faces. They're like their facial features. But the drummer and the guy that's like at the DJ table kind of thing, they have like the full-on masks, the one that they wear in the videos, and I'm like, how are they playing?
Yeah, how? It's all memory. I know like there's a backup guitarist who's actually like more like the main guitarist who's off to the side wearing like a skull mask or something.
Oh yeah, he's Mr. Yeah.
When we were watching them in their concert, the main singer is like that guy.
Oh yeah.
And I just came back from Off-Kai as well, right? So you need to go to Off-Kai too. You need to come to Off-Kai.
Maybe someday.
It'll be good next year. But anyways, why did we start this stream again? It's been 20 minutes. We haven't talked about it at all.
We're here to talk in these holes.
Yeah, about Twitch and YouTube. So I feel like we've gone on such off topic. Maybe we should just make this more of a regular thing, so we can just talk about stuff.
I mean, I don't mind. You already named it. You already named this Fox and Raven. So.
Yeah, I came up with that name like last night. I'm just like, okay, what do we name this? This is YouTube. You actually on YouTube, right? The titles matter. It's not like Twitch. Where you just type whatever. You just go all like. I'll show an example. You can just like have that as your title on Twitch, and no one will bat an eye. It's like whatever, that's fine. On YouTube, if you do that, like no one's ever gonna watch your video.
Yeah, I mean, someone might be curious enough to be like, "What the fuck is this?" But it won't be the majority of people.
Had breakfast with Hakuya.
I mean, names do matter on Twitch too, but it's just you can go like more casual with it.
Yeah.
Like YouTube, you need like
you
better
need to actually
titles.
Big brain or clever.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent you that Google Doc with like 4 pages.
Oh yeah, there's so much here.
4 pages of scatterbrained notes.
Yeah. I read like half of it.
You have to make an email bot for Kurudu to drive around the car.
I want to. I saw some of the tours were driving these little robots around. I want to do that so badly. Well, I just want to drive around and crash into people.
A lot of those robots were broken, so they had to have the handler like push the wheels.
No!
It was so funny.
My dreams. I want to be a Roomba.
Like I saw like 2 VTubers actually in those robots meet each other. They like went up together and they like said hi together, and they like drove up to each other like face to face, and like I'm just off to the side like looking at these 2 robots. Like it's the strangest thing ever.
Oh, they look so fun. Yeah, I want to be a Roomba. I want a Kuro Roomba.
The 2 Roombas like taking selfies together. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? I took photos from both angles. I wish I took it from like the middle angle, so good to see how awkward it was. Yes, one of them was Fuyo. One of them was Fuyo, and the other one was... What was the other one? I'm gonna go look at my phone real quick. One of them was Fuyo. I believe she was from Idol? Let's see. One was the Fuyo, and the other one was from AN. Kilia, the shark lady from AN.
Oh.
The robots kissed. Yeah, the robots kissed. Actually, Pipkin Pippa was kind of really crazy with the robot. She was like trying to go up the stairs with the Roomba.
I mean,
she could control it remotely,
would.
right? So she was trying to
I would
roll it
too.
up the stairs, and people were like stopping her, and she's like, "No, no, 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 no! I can go. I don't need your help. Get away from me! Don't touch me!" Classic Pippa.
Classic.
And you know there was.
I will run into people constantly.
Yeah, that's what
on
she
purpose.
did. That's what she did. she drove up to the FaZe coffee table, and she like fucking drove up and tried to attack the coffee server, demanding coffee.
That's it. I mean, if you're in control of a little robot, I think that's a very valid reaction to have.
She had like the most interesting control of her robot out of everyone who used it. Like she like got real aggressive with it. You know, every time anyone said something that pissed her off, she would like drive at them. She kept wanting to run over people, and they kept picking her up and moving her. Yeah. She streamed all of it. I know a lot of people streamed that the con, but all of the VODs got taken down. I don't know if Pippa's is still up. I don't know if her archive is still up. Because, you know, it is off Kai, and you know, a lot of people are people that maybe it's not a great idea for you to be able to inspect everything, you know, their badges and their faces. It's fine if it's like just live, but then if you're given the time to actually inspect it, it might be bad.
True.
Leaf Bug, I had breakfast with Hakuya. I need to complete the set. Yeah, we had. I was like when the con ended, I was having breakfast with Leaf Bug and a lot of people. I didn't realize it was Leaf Bug. I was so dead tired. I didn't talk for like 40 minutes at that table, and then eventually like I started like getting some more energy back after having breakfast, and then I talked a little bit with Leaf Bug. I didn't realize they were Leaf Bug, and I just kept looking at Leaf Bug's hat because it had this oddly familiar looking Foxe character with red and orange hair, and it was a chibi. I'm like, wait, that looks like, no, it couldn't be. No, that's not, no. But then I looked at the shirt and they're like, wait, it's there too. And I'm like, I keep on staring. While I'm speaking to this person, I'm just staring at their hat like 24/7. I'm like, what? Is it? No, it's not. Is it? No. And then eventually I worked up the courage to ask, and they're like, yeah, that's Kuruko Imai. They're getting a model from Min's graph.
The funniest thing is also that you two DM'd me at the same time. Like, I just spoke with Hakuya, or like, oh, I was talking to Liftback, and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyways, so it's been 30 minutes. Let's please talk about Twitch and YouTube. That's what I
topic.
Okay, that's the thing, right? On YouTube, you really need to stay on topic, or mostly on topic, right? Because every stream you want to treat as if it's going to become a VOD, if it's going to become an archive, a video.
True.
So you want to make sure that, you know, when people click on the video, they're looking to see this specific thing. And you don't, you know, you don't want to say, you know, you're going to talk about Twitch and YouTube, and then suddenly you're playing Crash Bandicoot or Sonic, right?
Sonic.
You don't, on Twitch, it's really casual. You can just, you know, go from just chatting to like playing this game, playing that game, to doing karaoke. That's fine on Twitch, but on YouTube it's a little bit people might get bored. They might get impatient that you're not doing what you said you would, and that damages your algo, because, you know, if they click off, then you know, YouTube will think, oh, this person is not interesting.
Yeah, like regulars won't mind, especially if they watch VTubers. But like if people are like kind of clicking around, they will just not stick around.
I mean,
probably.
that's the point of these videos, right? Is the point of the videos is to bring in new audience. Because even Twitch, you know, Twitch people, they don't make videos, they don't make clips. But if they do, they post them on YouTube. And for those really big Twitch streamers, they don't make clips themselves, but other people make clips for them and post them on YouTube. So like, even if you're on Twitch, no Twitch streamer can really grow without YouTube. It's a very interesting thing. For me, it's like, well, if you're gonna do that anyways, why not just stream on YouTube?
Yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, it's like, yeah, in Twitch you need to really how do I say it? You need to really like branch out, you know. You need to make like clips of your streams and whatever, and post it up on like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever the fuck. So you can get people to watch you on Twitch, which is, I don't know, makes sense, but also it's kind of weird.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay. First off, I need to say a disclaimer that I wrote that at the very top of my Google Doc. I should really say it first off.
True.
Yeah, neither of us are experts. Okay, we're not especially well read on this. These are just our opinions. If we get anything wrong, then please let us know in chat or in the comments if you're watching the archive. Yeah, we're pretty open-minded to a discussion here. That's why we're here. That's why this is a stream and not a video. We want to hear you guys' thoughts.
Legally binding opinions. No, it's not that.
Oh God, please don't sue me. So, Leaf Bugs, I know you can change title and category mid-stream on Twitch. Is there anything like that for YouTube? Yes. For I know Twitch mods can actually change a title and a category on their own without you needing to do anything. You can just ask your mod to do it for you. You can only do it yourself on YouTube. You can do it, but I don't see people do it usually because there's no point, I don't think.
Yeah, no, and also in Twitch it's easier, because on the Twitch dashboard you get like the button to change title like right there, or like you can even change it from like OBS directly. On YouTube, you kind of need to go to like your creator dashboard, look up the stream, let's go in and edit the settings. Well, it's not like straightforward.
I always have my dashboard open, right? So I can just press the edit button, and then it's the same way that you create the stream, right? You can go in there, change the title, change the description, change the thumbnail if you want to. Because I know like Hollow Live. There was a point in time where both Pekora, I love Pekora, and Marin were putting their pre-stream thumbnails as like really like swimsuit horny baiting.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But then like once the stream actually started, they changed the thumbnail, so that way it wouldn't get in trouble and like it'd get reported or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can also change the settings because I remember like you can change it from like open to like members only. Like Suise will do that. She will put like her membership streams first, like open, so everyone can see that a membership stream is gonna happen. And then like a little before stream, she will actually do it so like members only can access.
I didn't realize Pekora was doing that. Of course Pekora would do it. Why wouldn't she do it? Okay, Pekora. Okay, Pekora's cardinal sin is greed, okay? She will do anything to get those numbers up. Okay? Pekora is the one true number queen. And I love her for it.
She's so valid for that.
Okay? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
It's true.
There's nothing stopping anyone else from doing it. But yeah,
you gotta follow the example of the greatest.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna try my best to become Pekora. I'll just be male Pekora. Like Pippa.
Oh no.
Pippa tried to become Pekora, but then what you got was Walmart Pekora. It was not good. Walmart Pekora with at Walmart with a gun. Oh god. That clip got her so many views. Anyways, yes. Crap.
Yes.
What do you know? Okay, so this thing all started. I only wanted to start this stream because Twitch made another oopsie.
Yet another one.
Yeah. Do you know what happened?
When?
It was 2 weeks ago. Like this, we're kind of late to the party.
Which one? The thing with the. The Partner Plus thing?
Yeah.
No, or was there something else?
No, it was 2 weeks ago, right? It was the thing with the ads.
Oh, the thing with the ads. Yeah. Sorry, they just keep doing weird stuff, so I lose track of it.
Fine. There's so much things happening, and I'm not even fully caught up with it because I was away. So I don't know what was the conclusion. I just remember that 2 weeks ago, Twitch announced that, all ads, you couldn't put ads on your stream anymore. Like you couldn't put ads within your OBS. You had to put them through Twitch themselves. You had to apply through Twitch, and they're gonna make a new like thing in the Twitch UI that you have to press to apply for ads, and then that's basically they wanted all the ads to go through Twitch. They didn't want.
They were like trying to limit how many stuff you can show.
Yeah, they didn't want the ads, and like they didn't want your sponsors to just deal with you. They wanted the sponsors to deal with Twitch. You know, this week I think they put out a statement saying, "Oh, we're doing this so that we can give sponsors and advertisers more control over whose content they, you know, they show their stuff on, whose streams they show up on, right?"
Mm-hmm.
They don't want like, you know, ultra violent or like too raunchy stuff for their product. But okay, in the first place, we're already working together directly with the sponsor. The sponsor knows who you are. They know what kind of content you do. They don't have a problem with that. This is bullshit. This is just, you know, Twitch trying to squeeze more money out by becoming the middleman. Yeah, let's completely hamstring every streamer's income. Yes, like I don't know how many people have the sponsorships. I know it's pretty common to have stuff like gamer subs, right? And Vite Ramen. I actually got Vite Ramen when I was at Offkai. They gave me one for free.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah, they gave me girl DMs for free because I was a vendor. I think all the vendors could get a free Vite Ramen. Just one.
Nice.
I don't know if I think I want to save that for Anime Expo. No, not Anime Expo. I'm gonna do that for a Vite Ramen unsponsored eating stream.
Let's go tasting stream.
Yeah, tasting stream.
Real opinions only because you're not sponsored.
Yeah. So see, like these sorts of streams, right? I have a difficult time trying to figure out if I want to put it on Twitch or YouTube, because on one hand, like Twitch is more fun for those like sort of hangout sort of streams, you know, where you're just chilling with your audience, and they can even do stuff like the redeems, which actually kind of like the point redeems and the sound redeems are actually kind of funny when you're doing stuff like that, like food, like hand cam stuff. I think that's pretty interesting. But on the other hand, it's something that I absolutely want to archive on YouTube, right? And I know you post your archives on YouTube, your Twitch archives, but I don't want to do that because I feel like it will hurt my algo if I were to, you know, post a Twitch, you know, 3 or 4 hour stream onto YouTube and like no one watches it. I feel like it would hurt my algo. If I were to do it, I would probably make a different channel to post them all there, but then no one would see it.
Let's go. Yeah, that's what I've seen a lot of people do that. They make like a Twitch bots channel, YouTube channel for like Twitch bots. Sometimes they would do one for like Twitch clips. The thing is that also I don't really mind that much, and I'm just like, I've looked a little through it, and my conclusion is that nobody understands how the YouTube algorithm works. So I'm okay, I'm just gonna do my thing and pray and hope for the best.
But no one does. But I don't want to take any risks, you know. So in my mind, it's like, okay, we're probably gonna have a funner time if I do this on Twitch, but if I do it on YouTube, it's more likely that people will continue watching after the stream ends. It's more likely that people will be able to find the archive. It's technological arcane horse honky.
Exactly.
I don't even know how I want to approach. Okay. Yeah. Redeems. You know, I've got like this whole, you know, Google Doc, right, full of all these notes I've bought.
Yeah, so you have opinions about redeems.
Like, I have a lot of these opinions, but so we're just kind of going them all like really haphazardly, really casually. Maybe later on I'll do something more, how do I say this, concise and to the point and like organized. So we're just gonna go over them as we bring them up.
Woo!
But like, okay, redeems. This is like very much a personal choice thing, right? On one hand, redeems allow you to have a lot of, you know, closer individual, interaction with your audience, with each individual person, because each person can do their own redeems and make you do things. But like, I feel this doesn't work very well on YouTube, because on Twitch it's more like a hangout thing, you know. Twitch streamers, they stream for hours and hours and hours, but on YouTube you want to keep your streams short. The reason why you want to
for like 6 hours on YouTube, so
I mean, I streamed for like 7 hours yesterday and the day before too. Bad. Don't do that. Don't do that unless you have already a massive audience and you don't care, right? Try to keep your streams short because they're going to be watched as archives. And the thing with these individual redeems is that they often suck up your time. They make things take longer. They often interrupt you. And so they will make your streams longer. And that's why they're not good for YouTube. Right? Because you want to keep things short. But these redeems will make things longer. So that's bad. In my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends also, like, what you want to do. Like, for example, I don't really care, but, like, if you're really focused on, like, doing what you need to do to, like, get that grind and those numbers up, it's like, yeah, you need to, like, actually worry about these things.
Because I think about these a lot. I think about them a lot.
Yeah.
YouTube is not a hobby for me. It is, well, I can't devote as much time and attention to it as I want to. But I want to get big. I want to get big. I want to be Pecora. I want to be male Pecora. Okay.
The biggest dream ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna be bigger than Shoto one day.
Wow!
I'm gonna have my own Nendoroid.
Everyone clip that video. I want to have an Android.
That's gonna be my on my debut. That's gonna be my debut goal. Get an Android.
Yeah, same. My lofty goal. I want to have an Android.
Because like I was watching Leah's anniversary, I think, the other day, and she's like, yeah, I completed all my goals, so I need to find new ones. And I'm like, maybe she's like, oh, maybe I should have had more lofty goals because I actually accomplished them all. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah. They're getting so far. They're getting big. Love that for them.
Yeah, phases, they're all doing really well. Like even NASA, she came back really recently, and have you seen her CCV? It's been freaking high.
Oh no.
Yeah, she just came back after like being gone for so long. When she came back, she streamed every single day, and she's like streaming to like 400 people daily. It's like, what the heck?
Damn.
NASA love. Yeah, Sleepy Project actually thought YouTube was comfier streaming because there aren't just. That's exactly right. That's another thing, is that I don't like being disrupted. My attention span's very poor, okay? People keep on telling me I have the attention span of a goldfish. So if I get interrupted with redeems, I am not gonna ever get anything done. I'm not gonna be able to finish my thoughts. And I found that's what happened when I stream on Twitch, is that oftentimes I get sidetracked because of the redeems.
Yeah, it happens. Like me, redeems don't bother me that much. Sometimes I feel like people when they throw them like at inconvenient times, I'm just like, bro, like you have to wait for that. But other than that, I don't really mind that much. But I know some people get really like bothered or stressed by them, and that's why they'll choose to do like some streams on Twitch and some others on YouTube, because they don't want to be like, maybe they want to focus more on the game and they don't want to be interrupted, so like they'll do it on YouTube since there's no redeems. Because I mean, you can deactivate.
Yes, you can.
Twitch redeems, and that's what Cut always tells me. Like, you can always just deactivate them and let people know. But the thing is that I feel Twitch as a platform has the redeem thing so ingrained that it will be weird when if you go to a streamer and they don't have redeems.
Yes. There's that expectation when you're on the Twitch platform. People expect to have redeems, right? Maybe like sound redeems are a little bit less common, but it's generally expected that you have at least some kind of point redeem. And if you don't have it, then they'll feel like you're not being a quote unquote proper Twitch streamer. Like and even if you're not like that, there's still like the pressure. You feel the pressure because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be like the weird one out, especially if you're small and like trying to like fit in with the rest of like. When
I was like first starting out, people kept on asking me to add redeems. Like, why don't you have this redeem, Hakuya? Why don't you have that redeem, Hakuya? It's because I want to focus on my stream, my guy.
Yeah. I don't mind that much, but like for example, like I told this to some people. I'm gonna be streaming Final Fantasy 16 because I played the demo and I'm like, okay, no, I need to play this game like right now and I want to show it to people. But the game is like, I usually do all games on Twitch and just do like Girls Frontline on YouTube and like Mika stuff on YouTube.
I do all my Mika stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, but this game I was like, no, I'm gonna do this on YouTube. Why? Because this game, like, I tried the demo and the game is like so cinematic in every aspect that I'm like, okay, I don't want to be interrupted by like redeems or raids. Like, we love raids on Twitch, but like they kind of still interrupt. You know, especially like you have to greet people and everyone and be like, oh, I like,
how was your day?
And, like,
how's your night? Go get rest.
And like, no, this game I just wanna experience it and show it to people. So like, I'm just like, okay, no, I'm gonna do it YouTube.
Right. Except collabs or IRL collabs, where she's as much as a hermit as we are. Yeah, Pekora. Yeah. Pekora actually moved out recently. I think like a couple months ago. Yeah, she moved out.
What?
She's no longer the farmer's daughter. She's no longer living on a farm. She's living in the big city.
Alone?
Maybe still a hermit though. Yeah,
She's
alone.
Alone?
Yeah, alone.
What?
Crazy.
What? That's
she probably
such a
has
big tip.
She probably has a maid. She probably has a cleaner.
Probably. Wow, so proud of her for
right
taking the big step.
You know, because like Pekra's whole thing was like her mom was like, okay, my daughter has been screaming in her room at a computer for like years and years and years, and like one day, like after like 10 years, she finally comes up and is like, Mom, I'm actually like I'm making thousands of dollars every day, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when that stream happened.
Yeah, the mom's just like, what are you? At that point, the mom just wrote Pekora off as like hopeless.
But wow, I can't believe she finally moved out. They grow up so fast.
Get what makes them fun for viewers makes kind of annoying. Yeah, absolutely. And I do the redeems to also remind myself to do them IRL.
Okay, I'm gonna put redeems in for you, Kat.
Wow.
Okay, guys. For my viewers here on Twitch, I'm gonna put redeems to remind Kat to hydrate and like stretch and posture check.
Yeah. Because like for some of my redeems, it's like I'll call people disgusting, right? I'll kill them kimoi. I put that there as a joke, but then some people actually really like it. You know, the aras. But you know, you don't have to use a redeem for that. You know, you can just ask me. You can just ask me to do it.
I have one from the pop. I do with my mouth because people like it, but like sometimes I also will just do it at random.
You know, like you're in the middle of like a touching cutscene where someone's like passing away in Final Fantasy 16, and like someone plays a fart sound redeem. It's like,
oh, I actually
really
story. There's a reason why I don't have a fart redeem or like fart sound effect or reveal. Even it's really common. I've seen a lot of streamers have it, and I think someone asked me. Once. I don't remember. I actually dislike that sound so much. That's why I don't have it, because I can't stand it. I hate when
I don't like it
play
either. Like sometimes it's funny, but most of the times it's kind of I don't like it.
Yeah, and I it's just as a sound I don't like it. You know, even if it's played like a right moment to make it funny, I don't like the sound itself. So I'm just like, no.
It's not a pleasant sound. Okay, so there was the ads on Twitch, right? Ads on Twitch and Twitch. They wanted to control everything, and then there was the other thing that came up, which was, you know, much earlier. They got rid of the 50. Like early on, they were like 50-50 split, right? No more 70-30. Before it was like if you were a big enough partner, you could potentially become a 70-30 split. But then they made it so everything's 50-50. That really pissed off a lot of people, right? And now recently they put out another thing. They're like, oh, we'll give you 70-30 split again for partners if you reach a certain threshold. But then like once you get past $100,000, we're gonna go put you back at 50-50. right?
Yeah, it has a limit. So I'm like, bro.
So some people did the math, and don't quote me on this, but according to the people who did the math, the people who qualify for getting the 70-30 split will instantly hit the $100,000 limit.
I mean, that sounds. I mean,
So basically,
I don't know math, but it sounds right.
So basically, it doesn't mean anything. It changes
like
nothing.
they wouldn't even get to complete the year.
Mm-hmm.
So like Iron Man will hit it in 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Hey Fox, Leaf asked you to do the thing.
There you go.
That's pretty crazy.
I don't know why people like that so much.
Yeah, that was actually one of the very first things I learned to do when I decided I wanted to VTube. Because I was watching Suise, and Suise did it, and a lot of other people did it. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is a VTuber thing, so I need to learn it myself. It took me 1 week. It took me 1 week.
Really?
Yeah, and I definitely got stares because I was doing it around people. Yeah, but I can do it pretty well now. It's like,
ooh, wow, you're good. You're the first English speaker that I hear that can do it so well.
Wow, other people can probably do it.
Congratulations.
It took me a while, and I got, I got weird looks for a while.
I just can't do it because, I mean, Spanish.
No, like double R rolling is not normal for me. It's something new. High energy streamers that can roll with the sound effects are on a different level. So. New Twitch super chat. Oh yeah, so Twitch introduced hyper chats.
Oh yeah, which are just straight up super chats.
They're just super chats, and there's 70-30 split. Oh my god, Twitch is saved.
Woo!
Yeah, they fixed everything with the hyper chats. Wow.
Of course, they always do that. Just wait like 1 week until they introduce something awful again.
Yeah. So it was, I mean, they only introduced that because YouTube hit them with the affiliate. Right? YouTube. Oh
yeah.
Because that was YouTube one of the main like, reasons that smaller creators didn't want to go on YouTube, because monetization on YouTube is very difficult. Like I'll pull up the requirements now. Actually,
it's 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, like I even have it for myself too. Where do I have it?
To reach, like, to be able to monetize.
Right, this is the original one, right?
And don't break
guys,
rules.
I'm gonna show you my own. This is my stats. I'll put it over my face. I don't want to cover Kuroko's face. But yeah, look, eligibility for this is the original monetization requirements. Like you need 1,000 subscribers. I have 119 so far. By the way, I don't know why, but when I was at Offkai, my subscribers jumped from like 85 to like 115. I didn't do anything. I didn't.
You were at Offkai.
I didn't advertise myself at Offkai. I didn't do any streams. I didn't post any videos, but it just jumped up by 30 something. Just by being at Offkai. I'm like, what?
It happens sometimes.
Yeah. So, and then I got like, what is it? 4,000 public watch hours per. So far it's 244. Hopefully I can bring that up to catch up with my subscriber, but whatever. Right? This is the original one. This is quite difficult to reach.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult.
Especially the subscribers.
Right? Where is it? I have a note for this somewhere. Yeah, so I watched... Oh, you first.
Oh no, that like now, if I remember correctly, to get the fan funding features, which is like super chats and memberships.
Yeah,
they lower it to 3,000 hours and 500 subscribers.
Yeah, I was about to get to that, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
So,
I remember it. So I'm like,
you got good memory. I had to pull this all up. So I was reading on Twitter like some other YouTube VTubers, and they were like, okay, so it took me 3 months to reach monetization. I had 15 to 20 people per week for 4 to 5 days per week, 3 hours per stream to get to 4,000. And sometimes they had like, you know, good streams with like 30 people. So it took 3 months of like 5 days a week. So that's a lot of time and effort. You know, they didn't just stream, they made really clever and good videos as well. With like, you know, good thumbnails, good titles to like get people to watch. Some of their videos still get a lot of views these days, and that's how they were able to get to it. You know, videos really help with well, Twitch gives you the numbers of hours, but videos help you bring in new audience. That's like the crux of the thing, right? You want to get more viewers. Okay, so this is my current status on supers, right? It used to be that in order to get memberships and super chats, you had to get the 4,000, and I think memberships was separate, so you had to apply to memberships after that.
You can watch that already? How do you see that? I can't find it.
It's in your studio. Yeah, it's in the monetization.
What?
Yeah, how have you not seen this? You're probably really close by now, actually. You're probably really close. You just need to get to 1,000 or 500. You're pretty close to that too, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm at 468.
Yeah, you're really close. You can probably get it soon. But yeah, like what? Twitch has like hype trains. Oh wow. But yeah, look at this. They made it so that memberships are combined with supers now. It used to be that you had to apply for memberships separately. But now I guess they're both combined here because they're like, we're gonna eat Twitch's breakfast. You know, it's still harder than getting Twitch affiliate, but you get paid way more. It's 70-30.
Yeah.
70-30. No, none of this 50-50 bull. Right, let's put this away.
I don't have the new window.
You do have it. You do.
No, I don't. It only shows the 1,000 thing.
Oh.
To become a partner.
Oh. Well.
YouTube hates me.
Tough luck. I heard on KK's chat. Yeah. I'm just going back to chat now. Gift or Prime subs. Yeah. So like, you know, YouTube has been eating Twitch's breakfast. This year they've you know, given us YouTube raids, which is, you know, still kind of limited, but that's fine. I don't want them to. I actually don't want raids. I'm not a huge fan of raids. You know, a raid here or there is cool and all, but I would prefer not to get, for the same reason as the redeems. I don't want to get interrupted.
Like, yeah, no, I like raids, but like, you know, every now and then I'm just like, no, I just wanna do my thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Twitch takes 5% off the top, then another 30%. Yeah, they're just squeezing you. I saw like during the interview, the latest interview, the CEO was like, "We give you a platform. That's why you should stay. That's what we offer you. We give you a platform." Oh wow, a platform.
Oh wow! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are so grateful. A platform that platform that barely works sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the platform.
So like, yeah, YouTube's given us gifted subs or gifted memberships now, and that's really good. You know, YouTube took way too long to get these things. They should have done it earlier. But like now that they're doing it, people are like, oh, maybe we should actually move to Twitch or YouTube.
The thing that I think, I mean, as you say, YouTube, and like it's still. YouTube was before like mostly focused on like videos, you know, like short video content, and it still kind of is, and it's kind of slowly trying to open towards like more like live stream stuff. So maybe that's why it took them so long.
That's the funny thing. When YouTube first came out back in like 2006, most of the YouTube content was like short videos, like 2 or 3 minute videos. That's what
you couldn't upload anything longer.
That was YouTube meta, and then even when you could upload longer videos, it was still the short videos that got really popular. It wasn't until like the mid 2010s that YouTube was like, okay, we want to make long form content, and so what happened was like 15-minute, but like 15-minute documentaries became really popular.
Yeah.
And that was the algo. And then now they're like moving back to like shorts. They're like, okay, let's make some short form content now because we're gonna go after TikTok. It's funny that they first went after TikTok instead of Twitch. Like they're like, well, we don't even consider Twitch a rival.
Not even in the radar.
It's only now that they've like kind of like beaten TikTok that they're like, okay, let's get the next guy.
I feel like they were just like someone at YouTube headquarters was just kind of scrolling around and saw the news about like Twitch doing all this shady stuff, and then like in the next YouTube meeting they were like, hey, like what if we just, you know, they're already down. What if we just go and kick them?
YouTube needs to work on latency for chat, and that's true. I guess
that's the only thing.
It depends on where you are, because even on Twitch, I've noticed that depending on where the person is, chat might be faster or slower.
Yeah, but I still notice Twitch is slightly faster with chat, more instantaneous. That's why like sometimes I prefer to do some stuff on Twitch because I want like, you know, more like live reactions from chat. YouTube takes a little longer. It's not so bad, but like if you're used to Twitch, you can feel it.
I mean, it's not so bad for me because how slow I read chat. What if we do slightly less bad than Twitch?
Yeah, exactly. They were like, hey, look, we could just do like that. The bar is already so low.
Like we won't even have to do anything.
Any effort. Yeah.
Like yeah, even because I stream on ultra low latency, right? It's still a little bit. I mean, it takes like maybe 6 seconds, which is I think 6 seconds is okay. Like I'm old, okay. I've been on the internet for the very early stages of YouTube. You know, waiting 6 seconds is like nothing to me. But I guess like the younger generation never had that, so they're just like, okay, send it now, immediately. Not sure Twitch minds smaller streamers leaving. I think they're focused on That's the thing. The top percent are like they're leaving now because of the sponsorship issues, right? Because I don't think the sponsorship thing really bothers smaller streamers. How many small streamers do you know that actually have sponsorships?
Yes. Mika, we are right here if you want to sponsor us.
We're right here. I will play a sponsor. You know, Mika, you can like send me a free copy of Reverse Collapse, and I will play the fuck out of your game. I will market it to everybody I know.
I will play for a monthly gem card in Gears from
A lot of gamer subs. Yeah, gamer subs. That's the thing, right? With a lot of these gamer type VTubers, they can only really get sponsorships by gamer, you know, specifically gamer sponsorships.
I wanna get an advanced sponsorship. I tried reaching out and they ghosted me. I try again.
That's the
once
thing.
I have means model.
It's hard to get a sponsorship on your own. Most of the time, you just have to wait for them to come to you. Right?
But I will try. I will keep trying. I will try again.
Yeah, because
I have proof that I got people to buy their product. So.
Because I've facilitated some sponsorships before, and it's almost always the sponsor that comes to you. Even if you're like really big, even if you're huge, it's usually the sponsor that comes looking for you.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because I mean, it makes sense because they're the ones that wanna like advertise their product, you know.
If you're going to the sponsor's probably like, who the fuck are you?
I wanna get an advanced sponsorship so badly. I want.
So like, what else was there with YouTube and Twitch? Like recent controversy. I feel like we talked about the things that really just happened recently. You know, the ads. the affiliates, supers. What else was there? Is there anything else? I don't know. Because I have like
ads on Twitch also are super annoying. Just saying.
Oh yeah, ads. So like that was the main thing, right? When they took away the 70-30 split, they're like, oh, you're taking away the 70-30 split, but we'll just give you more ads because everybody likes ads.
Everyone loves ads.
Everyone loves unskippable. I fucking hate them so much.
And they're so long sometimes, and they give you like 5 one after the other.
Yeah, the one after the other. Like one of the worst things I hated about Twitch was that I'll open up multiple streams, right? I'll watch an ad on one stream. I switch my tab to the next stream and it plays an ad. Or like the stream gets disconnected, so I refresh the screen and it plays the same ad again.
Yeah, that's the funny thing too, because they're ads, so of course they like see you into your location to see what ad they can give you. And like, you know how I have a lot of like South American viewers.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the ads are not allowed there. So I think someone told me once that they got like the same ads like 5 times in a row. I'm like, damn.
So yeah, with ad revenue, right? Even if you were to do, play 5 ads, it sucks for live streams because, well, it's interrupting your live stream. I've had so many times where I'm having a wonderful conversation with my audience, or I'm the member of the audience and I'm having a wonderful conversation with a VTuber. And an ad happens and suddenly we're cut off from each other, torn apart.
And the funny thing, someone mentioned banner ads. They have banner ads. I don't know why they just like, if they want to push ads so badly, just like, okay, they'll just push on banner ads. I mean, they're annoying, but at least they're not like as intrusive, They don't cut you off of the streamer.
Yeah, that's the thing with Twitch, right?
Instead, they have like 3 different types of ads.
Yeah, so with Twitch, right? The thing with them is that they're not making new things to put ads on. Instead, they're just be like, okay, here, how can we like fuck you over more? How can we skim more off the top? How can we, get more of our middleman cut? When they should just be adding more tools for ads, like the banner ads. It makes sense.
Yeah, like I remember they introduced banner ads, and then they were like, okay, but also now we have this other type of ads that are the picture-in-picture. But the picture-in-picture ones mute the stream.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's the point?
Terrible.
Because they were like, oh, like this way you won't miss any of the action or blah blah. But you're muting the stream for the ad. Like if it's just setting a stream, you're still missing on it. If it's a game, you're still missing like on like the audio, the audio cues or whatever, or like the live reactions of the streamer. It's like you're still missing.
It's gone forever.
It's like yeah, you can see but you can't hear. What? What is the logic?
Yeah. And if they're doing a karaoke stream, that's the worst.
Oh yeah.
That's the worst. Yeah, any sort of midstream ads that cuts my viewing of a streamer, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, me too.
And the thing with the ads, right, is that it still sucks because it's still 50-50. It's not 70-30 like on YouTube. And also, do they play ads on your VOD? If you watch VODs, do you get ads? I feel like I got ads when I was watching people's VODs on Twitch.
On Twitch? I've never watched a Twitch VOD, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think.
But the thing is, like, when people watch your VODs, right, you don't get any money off of it. Even if they did play ads, you still wouldn't get any money from it.
Oh yeah, right, because Twitch is only focused on like live streaming.
Yeah, like they don't monetize their VODs at all. Or at the very least, you don't get anything from it.
Damn.
This is Fox and Raven, brought to you by McDonald's.
Woo! Hello, McDonald's.
No, could I have like Taco Bell instead? Dude, Taco Bell was so good. I had it for the first time at off time.
Really?
Yeah. Like the Baja Blast is the best soda I've had in my life.
Isn't it Baja Blast?
Is it?
I don't know. I don't have a Taco Bell.
Guys, is it Baja Blast or Baja Blast? Like they had the chalupas, which were really good. The Dorito shell tacos, which were also really good.
Yeah, Taco Bell is nice. I've
Yeah.
only had it like once also because there's never
Mm.
everywhere I move,
Yeah.
every country I move, every country I've lived, there's no Taco Bell.
There's no Taco Bell in Canada, or there's very few of them. They kind of all ran out of business because they were really bad. All of the good products are down in America.
And we had a few Taco Bell in my country, but they were only in the capital city where like everything is, and they were I forgot which is this chain they mix with. Is it Pizza Hut? I think that they're also they have stuff together, so it's like Pizza Hut and half Taco Bell.
That's a very cursed combination. So yeah.
The thing I had for the first time when I went to Toronto was Popeyes, because there's no Popeyes here in my corner of Canada.
Popeyes was a very recent addition to Toronto, to Canada.
Really?
Yeah. It's very recent that the Popeyes arrived. I remember they got boycotted, or people were outside protesting for some reason.
Huh. Okay, so maybe there's hope that they will get into my corner of Canada. Maybe they just need to find a French name for themselves. That's how it works here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We don't have Kentucky Fried Chicken, guys. It's PFC.
Yeah, I forgot you live
PFK.
I forgot you live in authoritarian Canada.
I do.
Yum Brands, they're evil. Tell the combination of Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC.
Oh yeah, no, I think it was KFC. Maybe I don't remember.
Oh my god.
No, it's No, it's not KFC. That's actually why it was so funny to me when like KFP, you know, with like the thing Kiara does with like Kiara's Fried Phoenix. Because like here, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken is literally called PFK. So it's like same letters, just kind of turn around, and I was like, oh wow.
Down as someone goes to the West Coast, comes back raving about Taco Bell. Taco Bell was so good. It was so good. Yeah, I was French all along.
I can't believe it.
Can't believe it. She was French.
I'm gonna cancel her on Twitter right now.
She's not German. She's French.
She's not even German. She's Austrian. People from
She's
Austria?
Australian.
Austrian.
She's Australian.
Yeah.
The entirety of California is cringing right now, man.
Yo, let us people live. We don't have all the trash food that you guys have.
I had In-N-Out for the first time in 10 years. I didn't even have the chance to enjoy it.
I've never seen an In-N-Out in my life. I'm actually going. It's funny because I've told people like I'm going to Vegas for like a week to visit a friend with my sister. And like everyone is like, oh, like you're going to go to the casino or whatever. I'm like, no, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna go eat to all the places that we don't have here in Canada. That's my goal.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go probably go walk through the Vegas Strip, you know, take pictures. But like I'm mostly there for the food.
Like I understand why Americans are so big now. The fast food is so cheap. It's chock full of meat, you know, hormone enriched meat. There's no vegetables.
Vegetables?
It was so hard for me to find vegetables anywhere in America, but they have so much cheap meat.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
soda.
Yeah. I remember also when I went to like Boston and New York, because here like you go to like the food courts in like malls. There's always options, and you know, and there's always like, of course, like McDonald's and whatnot, Subway, but there also be stuff, you know, like salads, things or whatever, like healthy, quote unquote healthy stuff. You go to like a food court, like an American, like an US mall, and it's just McDonald's, Kentucky, Pizza Hut. I'm like, oh wow, damn, there's no healthy options at all.
Yeah, they don't have as many, I guess, small local businesses, like small local chains. It's mostly the big people, but it's fine. It's fine. The food is good.
It's fine.
It's just extremely unhealthy. I mean, if you're very active, it means you can grow tall and not wide, but yeah, that's what I noticed. Everyone at Offkai was so tall. Canadians are not that tall.
I mean, Canadians are tall for me.
Oh,
People in my country are not tall.
Small locals will give you the fried green beans. I do like fried green beans.
Like, imagine in my country being like, for a male, being like around like 170 is like considered tall.
Oh damn! I must be. I guess I'm tall now. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
I mean, I have.
Yeah, like...
Mins gave me extremely long legs, but.
Extremely long legs.
I don't know if you've ever seen how long my legs are, but yeah, like Car 98K from Girls Frontline, right?
Yeah. She also has extremely long legs.
Basically, I'm like that.
Let's go.
Or no, not Car 98K. Not Car 98K, but Intervention M200.
Oh.
The long legs meme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The legs are just too damn long. Mins, please.
He likes long legs. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
The other means a special. Yeah.
So for ads, right? Yeah. Yeah, you still get more from YouTube. Neil says that he's going to try to block ad blockers, but I don't think that's going to happen. Every time he puts up a new ad blocker, someone's gonna make a newer ad blocker to block the ads on YouTube. For Twitch, they've been trying to stop ad blockers all the time. They keep on breaking ad blockers, but there is actually an ad blocker you can use that they can never get to. And I use it, and I'm like, frick, I don't want to watch ads anymore, so I block them. It took a little bit of setup. It took like maybe 20 minutes to set up, but it worked really well, and I don't have to worry about ads anymore on Twitch. Thank God.
I mean, that's a lot for an ad blocker, though. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, you have to do a decent amount of work. It's GitHub. You know what GitHub is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like using GitHub. It is confusing as hell for me, but there was a decent amount of GitHubbing.
Oh.
But anyways,
the will to get rid of ads was bigger.
On Twitch,
was greater.
You get paid just to play the ads. You don't get paid per view of the ads. People don't actually have to watch your ads, right? So they still get the money from the ads, even if they're not watching them. On YouTube, I think they actually have to watch them, but it doesn't matter because it's 70-30, not 50-50. You still make more, right? And there's still like, the archive ads that you continue to make money from. So,
Oh yeah.
The requirement for ads is still 4,000, and YouTube clearly finds that they're more higher value than super chats or memberships.
Yeah, exactly. Because the requirements, they haven't changed for ads. It's only the fan funding that they lowered. They allow people to throw money at you. I mean, but they won't give you ad revenue until you're bigger.
So I think about it a lot, right? A lot of people worry about, when will I hit monetization? But I don't think that's such a big deal. I mean, let me think about it. Like, on YouTube right now, my viewership is very low. Actually, it's very low on Twitch as well. I've gone on way too many hiatuses, and so my former viewers have scattered to the winds. So right now I get
more forehead. You stop having real life.
Stop going to conventions. Stop going to conventions, Hakuya.
Stop being sick.
Stop being sick. Oh. So like I have.
It's just that easy.
Oh my god. So like I have 5 viewers, like average, which is pretty pathetic. But I'm honest. I'm going to be honest about it. I have like 5 viewers average. Like sure, I can probably make it to monetization with enough streams, but it doesn't matter. Like, think about it. If I were to get monetization now with my 5 viewers, and all 5 of my viewers gave me their membership for $5, that's like $25 per month. And I won't scoff at that. $25 is $25. That's like,
so, yeah.
That's like 2 whole Canadian lunches, not even dinners.
Yeah, it's true.
That's like 2 whole Canadian lunches. I appreciate it. I'm extremely grateful. But it's such a small amount of money, it doesn't even matter. I would only think about monetization if I had a large viewership. And that's when, you'll actually be able to make some money and it'll actually matter. Like, who cares if you have monetization when you're small? You don't get anything.
I mean, sometimes.
You get stuff sometimes, right? But it's not a lot. It's not a lot. I would rather, it's not something to worry about anyways, because a lot of people, they worry about it. They're like, oh, I'll never hit monetization, or oh, my what is it, my viewership's not high enough, or stuff like that.
Yeah, I mostly wanted to get it for like emotes and stuff, you know, and like
the emotes is probably the most important thing.
And I appreciate when people like subscribe or like send me bits and whatever. And if I get the fan funding features on YouTube, I will like also activate them. But it's mostly, you know, it's just because, I mean, for me, like streaming, VTubing, it's like, yeah, it is something that I would like to do full time if the chance arises, but it's not something that I want to stress myself over to get to that point, because it's something, it's fun for me to do, you know, I enjoy it, so I don't want to stress myself like thinking about like the numbers and like, oh, what can I do to get more.
Yeah, that's a very normal sentiment.
And like if I get and like, so I'm like half and half, you know, so like I half worry about like doing stuff properly and half like I don't really care.
You don't really care.
So I'm like kind of on the edge there. It's like yeah, I care, but I don't care. I don't care to the point of like stressing myself over it, because I don't want to do that, because it's fun for me, you know. And I had, a lot of people don't know this, I've been streaming because I mean I've been VTubing for like 2 years, a year and a half, but I've been streaming for like 6 years.
Yeah, that's long.
Yeah, and I used to spend most of the time streaming to 0 viewers or 1 viewer, 2 viewers, if 2 or 3 viewers if I was lucky, but mostly 0. So that's why right now I'm also like very content with my constant viewership, because you know, I constantly get now like between 8 to 15 people, and I always see, you know, like the same people, the regulars. I recognize them, you know, and they recognize me. So I'm happy, you know. I enjoy it. I enjoy the banter with the regulars, and like sometimes I see new names and I'm like, oh, new people, yay! So I'm cool. Cool with that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same
and
way, right?
I appreciate the support, but like if it reaches the point where I can dedicate to this, I will try my best.
Also, by the way, thanks for the subscription, Leafbug. Hope you enjoyed this day. But yeah. You've been in the abyss. You've been streaming in the abyss, you know, in the mines for like a long time.
I was in the mines.
Yeah. 本当に頑張ったね。
I actually used to be a facecam streamer, but like now you can't find those anymore. Tihi.
Don't go to off-kai.
Only OGs who remember my face.
Don't go to off-kai. Everyone's streaming. All the robots are streaming. Everywhere you go, there's a streaming camera.
No! I want to go out to off-kai, but as a Roomba. I want to be a Roomba.
I've seen photos of myself and myself being caught on video like some 20 times. Even though I was going out of my way to avoid them.
Oh no.
And those are just the ones that like I happened to stumble on. I'm sure I'm sure I was everywhere. So let's see.
What else do you have?
I mean, like, you know, I'm content with my 5. I want to make it at least 10, right? For now. But like in the future, I want to make it like 60 or 100.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta go by steps.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't devote as I said earlier. I've got my whole witch doctor stuff going on right now, so I can't VTube as much as I want or as well as I want. But when the time happens, when I decide to debut, I'm hoping to get like 100 or something. At least, because I'm gonna put some work into the debut.
Let's go.
So here comes on like, what is it? The meta. So like this is how I was explained to me by a VTuber manager. They're like, okay, on Twitch, as an indie, you're basically going to be trying to network with your friends and like build up a little friend group to raid into each other. And hopefully you can like make friends with big enough people who will consistently raid you enough that some of those people stay and you get big, just by association. I've seen that happen with a few actually recent up-and-comers. Like, I don't know if you know Grimmy VT. She's someone I really like.
No.
And there's also another one. There's a Dormouse VTuber, Clavio. These are two Twitch streamers, but like they've gotten really big recently. But that's because they've been having big people raid into them a lot. And it's not to say that they're not talented. No, they are extremely talented streamers. It's just that it's only been recently with all these raids that they've been able to become like 200 to 400 view VTubers.
Oh,
I love Grimmy
exactly.
so much. She's an excellent voice actress. She's so good.
Ooh.
She has like 5 different voices, and that's like what I like about her redeems, is that she'll switch between these voices as redeems.
Oh,
You know,
that's fun.
she has like one. She has like a Shota voice. She has a lolly voice. Well, not even really a lolly voice, just a young girl voice. She has like an auntie voice, like a southern auntie. she's really
Wow.
how do I say this? She's got all her bases covered. She's got a MILF voice too. She's great. She's got a terrible annoying child voice.
Oh no.
Because it's not just like a voice, right? She also, does the personality of an annoying child.
Oh no.
Smoker.
Smoker.
Yeah, so that's on Twitch, right? You're relying on other people to help you go up. And that's just how it works on Twitch, because it's a big community on Twitch, or maybe a small community. Everyone is on the same thing. They've all got the same memes, the same jokes. But I don't particularly want that for myself, because I've always seen myself as someone that's very different from others, even on the internet. And so I don't think I'm really that compatible with the quote-unquote community. And so on YouTube, it's a little bit different. You're not part of the community. On YouTube, every channel is its own community, and you're separated from other channels by this huge ocean. You're all basically alone on an island. And recently they've added the raids feature on YouTube, so now it's more like they added a ferry for you to go between islands, but you're still an island, so you can control everything that happens in your own channel, your own jokes, your own memes,
like
your own
raids.
culture.
Rate is only between, like, if people, you need to allow people manually to rate you,
Yes,
don't you?
you have to open up raids either publicly, or you have to put people in your whitelist, right? And even then, like, not a lot of people have the raids feature. Only people who have, I think, monetization are allowed to raid other people.
Yeah. I try to look for the raid feature the other time, and I Google, and it's only for partners.
So that goes on to like what the YouTube meta is a little bit different. On YouTube, it's more about trying to slingshot yourself up with the algorithm, either by developing your skills and then trying to go viral with a video, or alternatively, if you have lots of money, you can and I was taught how to do this by a VTuber manager. You can basically advertise. There's a specific way you can use advertisements in order to draw the viewers to yourself. You have to be very specific about how you advertise, but you can do it. And then you can like slingshot yourself up if you happen to have, that will give you the initial eyes, but you need something you need the meat, right? You need some sort of viral video or some decent quality content on your channel already, so that they will, so that these people will stay. The people who come from the advertisements. It has to be timed really well for it to work. And even then, it's not a guaranteed success. It all depends on how skilled you are and how much luck you have. But that costs money. It costs money.
I feel like the YouTube algorithm has been weird recently. Like, it's been changing in weird ways.
It changes all the time.
Because like a few weeks ago, I was playing the Strongline, the Zombieland Saga collab. And like some rando showed up, but like he didn't even like anime games. So I'm like, how did this get recommended to you?
That's funny.
He didn't know either.
I look at my videos all the time. I look at my analytics, and I see the people that get recommended, and sometimes it's very interesting to me. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I can't say that, but yeah, I get some people who are like kind of random. I'm always surprised by who gets recommended on my streams. Sometimes it's very random. Sometimes it's highly specific. Like I'm like, YouTube, how did you even find this out? How did you realize this? I haven't
YouTube
posted
knows.
anything like that on my YouTube, but somehow they know. They just know, and I'm
They
like,
know.
huh?
It's Google. I'm telling you, man. It's the Google brain.
Yeah. So like I was playing Reverse Collapse yesterday, and there was this one person who came in. They'd never heard of Mika Team. They'd never heard of Girls Frontline, but they were watching my Reverse Collapse stream, and well, somehow YouTube just knew that they would like it. And that's the strength of YouTube, is the recommended section. It's the recommended section on like the right side of the screen. Somehow they just know.
Yeah, the funny thing for this rando that I got is like he didn't even like the game. Like he just was constantly. I was actually making fun of him because he was like, bro, no, I'm telling you, this was the weirdest dude, and like he was doing like the weirder flexes because he was like, oh, I only like games with like older men protagonists. I don't like these anime girls.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, wow,
Wow, who are you
that
trying
must
to-
be some
who
really
are-
fragile masculinity that you have
Yeah.
there.
Who are
And he
you
was
trying
like,
to impress?
Hell yeah!
Like, who are you trying to impress, man?
He was like, hell yeah, I have fragile masculinity. And I'm like, what?
There's a COD kiddo. Google's
I'm
very
not
good
sure,
at creating profile on viewers and serving.
And he was
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna go make fun of my friend because he likes to serve games, and I make fun of her all the time.
That's
and
not-
I'm like,
that's not a
wow,
vi-
I'm
that
so,
sounds like a
I'm
not-
so sorry for your friend.
That sounds like not a good friend relationship. Maybe his friends should reconsider.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But like, it was the weirdest experience. He just stuck around for like half an hour maybe, and then he was like, "Okay, now I'll go. Bye." I'm like, "Okay, sure?" Question mark.
Okay, bye. Come again or not. Or maybe you can change him. Maybe you can fix him.
I can fix him. I don't know if I want to take on that task.
Maybe he'll get fixed by watching your streams. Who knows? You'll pull him into the rabbit hole. How do you guys feel about VStream and other platforms? So there's Kick, right? There's Kick.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know anything about Kick.
It is like you going to Kick. I went in the other day since I was like, it was starting to go around. I just went in to name grab. I made an account, and it looks exactly like Twitch. But apparently, people that used to work on Twitch are working on it, so like it looks very much the same, just a different like color palette.
You know you can buy Twitch's source code, right?
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
Amazon lets you just buy Twitch's source code. But no one has really, I guess Kick might have done so, but no one has, bought the source code from Amazon because no one sees any money in the streaming
Sad.
Like if they're going to do it, they might as well just make their own. And that's what VStream is doing now.
But yeah, Kick looks very much like Twitch, like I look at the creator dashboard and you can add emotes. It has like a lot of emote slots though, like a lot. But everything else, setting up stream and everything look to be pretty much the same. I made the mistake though. I don't think they have like big enough servers yet. I made the mistake of checking out the website during XQC's first stream, and it wouldn't load at all. And it will just constantly log me out.
Oh jeez, that's not even, if it's not even functioning, then why even bother? So like, from what I've heard from other people, like the Twitch they've got some things going on, right? Their revenue split's really good apparently. It's like something really high, 80-20 or like 90-10 or something. It's really high, so that's pretty good. But Kick has really bad brand power. Like people hear Kick and they're like, ew, gross. I know one of the complaints is that Kick has gambling on it, and people don't like that because of gambling bad.
Yeah.
But also because like as Kazari says, platform's the worst people in the world and is completely unmoderated.
Yeah, I've heard about that. It's like like almost no moderation at all, which is like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
95.95. That's huge. That's really good.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't see Kick. I don't understand Kick. For me, I decided a long time ago it was going to be YouTube. I've been, trying to keep track of things to make sure it's still YouTube, but to this day, I still think it's YouTube.
I kind of want to do more. Kind of want to do more YouTube. I like YouTube as a platform. I think it's very user friendly compared to Twitch. It's just easier. It's easier to archive.
You say that. You say that, right? But people say the opposite usually.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I grew up with YouTube. I don't know. I'm old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was around when YouTube was born.
Yeah. YouTube is clunkier, right? It's not as natural feeling, but it's simpler. And you want to do videos, right? That's the thing. That's different. You want to do videos. Twitch people don't care about videos.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel Twitch is easier for like streamers, like as a small streamer, it's easier to like put yourself out on Twitch. But I do like YouTube more as a platform. Like I do prefer watching YouTube over watching Twitch. And I do prefer how YouTube works, especially for me on the stream setup department, because like, I mentioned this a few times on my streams. When you're streaming to YouTube, if you have issues, like, I don't know, your internet goes out, your computer shuts down, your OBS crashes, then like the stream is still there. Then you can go back to the same stream, and then on the bot it just saves as a continuous stream.
Yes.
On Twitch it doesn't do that.
It makes a new one.
On Twitch, yeah, it makes a new one, and I don't want that, because then when I transfer the bot to YouTube, it's extra work for me when I transfer the bot to YouTube, because I need to put the stream back together, and like sometimes like the video software that I use, sometimes it might crash or might not work because I stream for like 4 hours minimum, 3-4 hours, sometimes more. And it always crashes. For some reason, it always crashes when I do like the longest streams ever. So then I have to stitch together like a 4-hour video with a 3-hour video. And it's
how
just
long does it
rendering.
Take? The rendering.
I usually do it overnight.
I have a top of the line. I have a top of the line. Well, maybe not anymore, but like a year ago, it was top of the line. Gaming PC. It still takes forever. Rendering.
Yeah, no, rendering takes forever. Rendering takes a while. So yeah, it's like I don't like that. I'm just like, just let me go back to my same stream, my same. I want everything to be in one bot, just because like I had a hiccup for a second, and sometimes it doesn't. It's not even like a big issue, It's like I literally sometimes I will lose like my Wi-Fi for like 5 seconds, but that's it. A stream dies, and then I need to restart the stream. And I'm now just like, fuck you, Twitch.
Yeah, fuck you.
I hate when that happens. I hate it. It's like, it might be weird for some people. It might not be a big issue, but like, I hate it.
Like for me, I think, what was it? Like I was saying earlier, right? YouTube is good for short streams. And I am someone who suffers from a lot of fatigue issues, as a lot of VTubers do. So I don't want to... Even back then I knew, like a couple years ago when I decided I wanted to VTube, I knew that Twitch streamers stream for an ungodly amount of time. People were complaining all the time. They were like, oh, we're basically working like a 50 or 60 hour per week job doing Twitch streaming. And I'm like, okay, that's just completely untenable. I can't do that. And YouTube worked for me better because short streams, I don't have to be, 2 or 3 hours per stream 3 times a week, and maybe upload a video or 2, and you can do that off stream, and then that works a lot better. That works a lot better, right? That's part of the meta. The meta on YouTube is making videos. You want short streams, and it's comfier.
It's easier now with shorts too. Shorts actually help a lot.
It's just that YouTube requires some more skill set. There's less of the. It doesn't emphasize live reactions as much, because on Twitch you have those ADHD alerts everywhere, and it just blows my mind how people are able to react so fast to all the things that happen, that interrupt them, oftentimes. Like, the thrown objects redeems, the sound redeems, and all that. It takes a certain skill to be able to react fast enough to all of those things. On YouTube, it's, you don't have to deal with that. On YouTube, you just have to focus on your short stuff. And that's good for me. That's good. There was another thing, right? Yeah, it requires
as you were saying, if you want to grind YouTube, you really need to get on the mindset. Like,
yeah.
I said, I'm just doing whatever. I don't like. I'm just hoping, like sometimes I upload the clips or like shorts to like YouTube and TikTok, and like I'm moving some stuff from Twitch over to YouTube, and I'm just hoping that passively it will like slowly. It's like it's slowly but surely going.
Yes.
Twitch is still faster when it comes to like my numbers.
I've noticed that no matter what, like YouTube will always have smaller numbers than Twitch, but the growth on YouTube does not really max out as easily, and also it's slow but reliable growth if it does grow. On Twitch, it's like you get raised and you grow big, but then you hit a cap and then you're kind of stuck there for a while.
Yeah.
You're kind of just stuck. I know a lot of people who go on YouTube, they make the mistake of only streaming or not making videos, or they stream into the abyss. You don't want to stream into the abyss in YouTube. You need to have some, people watch your streams. So when you're starting out, it's probably a good idea to ask your family and friends to come watch your streams, not just to give you views, right? So that YouTube knows people actually watch you, but also so that they can give you critique on what you can improve, right? If you're like you're not embarrassed by your family watching, right? It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I mean that's also a good idea to start on Twitch as well. Like I think on any platform it's a good idea to at first ask your friends to watch, or even and in Twitch on Twitch it can be more passive. You can just ask like a group of friends to like lurk just to give you the numbers, because on Twitch with like the numbers, people will kind of
like people
will
naturally
see your stream.
Well, people like to watch people who are popular. They don't want, if you see like a 0 view stream, you don't want to click onto that. You don't want to click onto it. I mean, I've done it before. When my very first 3 streams, right, they were all marathon karaoke. I started with no one, no viewers, no follows. I didn't ask anyone to come because I was just trying to test my OBS settings. And then people just randomly showed up, and those became my first regulars.
Yeah, because I mean the thing on Twitch is that there are some people, because I mean I say that get some people to watch you because it will give you like a few numbers, a few views, just so you kind of show up on the pages, on the search page. But there are some people on Twitch that actively go look for like smaller people.
Yeah, we call those groomers.
Okay, I'll shut up now. I'm leaving this call. I'm just gonna like, how can I get like I'm going back into my hole.
but yeah, that doesn't work on YouTube. Please do not stream into the abyss on YouTube. If YouTube sees that you have 0 views, you're gonna get fucked. The algo will just completely fuck you. So you need to have some support. So when you start on YouTube, you need some sort of like support network to like keep you up until the algo picks you up. Because if you just have like no views, YouTube is just gonna drop you into the garbage dump and never look at you again.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, on YouTube, what really helped me, and I think I told you about this too, is when I started moving my Gears Frontline stuff over to YouTube. Because I noticed I used to stream Gears Frontline on Twitch because I did everything on Twitch, and I was just I only had the YouTube used for bots. But I noticed that the Gears Frontline bots will consistently getting like around 90 views or more. So I was like, And then after I did the lore stream, that just started doing numbers, and I was like, there seems to be a lot of Girls Frontline audience on YouTube. Maybe I should move the Girls Frontline content to YouTube.
And I had the same idea.
Yeah, right. and that has really helped.
Yeah, we talked about this quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because like I have a theory, and it's that most of the Girls Frontline audience, I think, are in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, they are. That's why I stream in
and they don't really use
times.
Twitch in Southeast Asia, but they use YouTube. Right? Twitch is very much a North American and somewhat European thing.
Oh, makes sense.
Japanese people don't use Twitch. They started using it very recently, but most of Japanese people still go on YouTube. Right? The only reason that Japanese VTubers go on Twitch right now is because there's just way too many. It's saturated. It's saturated on YouTube for Japan. So they're going over to Twitch because it's sort of like a new frontier for them.
Yeah, they only recently started like showing up there.
People say that VTubing is saturated in the West. It's not saturated in the West. It's nowhere near saturated in the West. If you want saturation, you're going to have to look at the Japanese side of things. That's true saturation. Like, there's still space for you now in the West to do whatever niche, and no one else will have that niche, and you can have it to yourself. And
the thing is that also in the West, it died a bit after COVID.
It did. It did.
Like when COVID was around, like VTubers will just keep popping up every day.
It's not saturated, only mildly moistened.
After it died down, it died down. And now you get like occasionally you get like new people, but it's not as often as it was back then.
So it was kind of an explosive. Why did my tracking stop? My
You're
tracking
just so
dead.
Comfortable on your hole that it's
My
still
tracking
moving.
is dead. I don't know what happened. Oh, I think
it's fine. You're still breathing. You're alive.
Okay. I think my iPhone is overheating. That's not good.
Oh no!
I don't know why it's overheating. It doesn't usually do that. But anyways,
is it old?
No, it's an iPhone.
I'm an iPhone certified technician.
It's an iPhone X, I think. But anyways, where was I going?
Crap, I can't help that. I think you were saying that Japan was way more saturated.
COVID pandemic.
Yes.
Apparently someone at Offkai got COVID. So everyone I knew started doing their tests.
Oh no.
I'm fine.
I somehow...
I'm fine.
Oh well, Rebozo. The plague. I somehow avoid COVID even though my sister got it. And like we lived together in a very small apartment and used the same things. It happened also when swine flu was going around. My entire family got it and I didn't.
Damn, I'm sticking close to you. You're like some kind of magical person.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
I just have very strong genes.
So yeah, in Japan, right? VTubing has become like normal. Like anime was already pretty normal by the 2010s in Japan. It took them that long for it to be considered normal. But like, you know, VTubing itself is also considered really like normal. Everybody watches VTubers. It's not weird. But in the West, VTubing never got big enough that it became normified.
Yeah.
In the West, it's still very much a niche within a niche. Anime is not fully accepted in the West yet. And so like anime streamers it's still really, really, really niche. I was talking about this with the organizer of Offkai. And I was talking about this on my Offkai recap, but basically he sees the same thing that I see. And I see this a lot because like, you know, I'm a male VTuber. It's a little bit different from female. I'm a fucking male.
You're a male?
Gross.
Ew.
So
I'm getting out of here.
So with what was it? With VTubers, right? I don't know. With my opinion, it's that girls have more leeway to do whatever they want. You know, they can go like the girlfriend stuff, or they can just like play their games and like chill with you and just, you know, have fun. But for guys, it's a lot harder. There isn't enough audience. And so the people who watch male VTubers are almost all like the type that want to really have the hawk guy whisper sweet nothings into their ears.
Oh no.
And I've like kind of been confronting this a little bit. And I don't mind doing it.
No.
I don't mind doing it. I just don't want it to be my whole thing, you know?
Yeah, no,
So-
that explains a lot.
And so the organizer of Offkai recognizes this, and he's like, yeah, VTubing in the West is still too niche to the point that the audience has a certain expectation. It's like if it was if VTubing was normified, then you could pretty much do anything you want, you know? But because the audience is like a very specific kind of person, you have to cater to that audience. And that's what Ninja Sanji's been doing in Hololive and Holostars as well to an extent.
Yeah. Like I want VTubing to be like I mean I got into VTubing mostly because I don't want to show my face. But I want people to it's as a streamer it's always better
to have some kind of
not always, but a majority of people like to have like someone on there that they can like feel like they interact with.
Yes. They want some like kind of it doesn't necessarily have to be your face, but they want some kind of face to put on the person talking. Right? I mean, even talking. Some people they don't talk, but it's better to have the voice than to not have one.
Yeah, exactly. Like there used to be like I remember the Let's Play era, like with people that they will just record gameplay.
There's no personality. It doesn't matter who it is.
And like but like eventually, even all the people that we used to do like just only voice, they started to put on cameras, and like show their faces. So
well,
like,
even
that's
before
why
that, right?
That's why I also started doing it. But like I don't. The thing is that I don't like. I'm not that confident about my appearance, and also at the same time I am too lazy to care about my appearance. So that's why I don't want to show myself on a stream. So I'm like, when I discovered this whole VTubing thing, I did avoid it at first because I thought that it was just like, I thought it was something like idol stuff, I thought it was kind of cringe. Until I started, like, I check out like clips and stuff, and I discovered like, oh, they're literally just streamers using an anime avatar.
Well, yeah, a lot of people still have that old mindset, and so that's what the Offkai organizer is trying to change. He's trying to make VTubing more visible, making it more normal, and so people have more options to do whatever they want because the audience will be more open-minded. It won't just be people being like, I want to see idols. I want my girl idols to never interact with boys, and I want my boy idols to never interact with girls. Stuff like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because I mean, there are some people. There are some people that get into VTubing, willing to play that part, but like
there's plenty of them, and they're successful. They make lots of money. I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of envious. They make so much money. I want that money.
Give me the money. But there's other people that just wanna be anime boys and girls in the internet, and that's valid.
Yeah. Well, like even like the idol thing, right? Like real Japanese idols, the female idols, they interact with boy idols all the time. It's normal. Although there is, the idols all have to be very professional with the way that they interact, and I feel like that's something that Westerners are kind of bad at.
Yeah.
They're bad at being professional, so as a result, the audience feels jealousy.
It's just that also it's a thing with VTubing, and it's also that I also see a lot.
This is a very specifically VTubing thing, right? Yeah,
it's like even like you yourself or like with your fans or with like other people, it's like a lot of people. How do I say this? Like I will follow a lot of people that I follow that like seem interesting. When I realize that they're mostly they're mostly talk about I'm a very people know I'm a very not safe for work person. I'm not really into it for like personal reasons. So like when I see a lot of VTubers that really play into that, and I'm like, I'm like cool for them that they're comfortable enough, I guess, to like just openly say things or and joke around with that stuff. But me personally, I do not like it. It makes me uncomfortable. So like I will unfollow people.
I mean, that's
but I've
fair.
noticed that it's a lot of people actually. It's like a
lot of people. Well, it makes money.
A lot of people go that way, and I'm just like, oh, no, why? I just want to be an anime girl.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Where was it? Yeah. Yeah, we went a long talk about that one. Holy.
Oh yeah.
So someone mentioned VStream. Yeah, Iz and Kat mentioned VStream. VStream is mainly doing VTubers watching VTubers, not really viable. I mean, okay, I talked to the VStream staff actually when I was at Offkai. I talked to some of their head engineers, and they're like a staff of like 10 people, I think. They're all highly motivated, highly passionate engineers. They're all engineers.
Ooh.
They're all like, they're all like, they come from YouTube, Twitch, and all over. They all have been working for years, and they're still fresh off of working for years. They're not people who worked and then went on a break and did other things and then came back. No, they're fresh out of the oven. They know what they're doing. So when it comes to the technical aspects of making a platform, they've got it covered. And when I talked to them, they were like, what do you offer that the other companies don't? And their main offering was their ability to react fast. That is, they could make new features very quickly, and they could implement them very quickly. They could gather, like, they could ask people what they want, and, if you want that feature, if enough people say they want that feature, they'll put it in. And because it's a small platform so far, right? So they can they can make a lot of changes. I'm just worried that, as it gets bigger, and kind of like YouTube, there's so much bloat. It's so big that they won't be able to work as fast, because every time they add something, they have to make sure it doesn't break everything else. That's the problem with YouTube, because it's so big.
Yeah.
With VStream's main goal being, a platform specifically for VTubers, that's interesting. That's super interesting. So they basically, as I understand it, they want VStream to be a place to be like an all-in-one. They want it to be a YouTube, Twitch, Discord, Twitter, all-on-one platform. They want you to be able to hang out, schedule your live streams, do your live streams, host your archives, and chill and hang out with people on the same platform. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
That could be like, I imagine that could be really good if you're trying to cultivate a very close-knit audience. That could be very good for that. But my problem is I don't know how they can entice the audience to come to VStream.
Yeah.
Because, VTubing is already, as I said, very niche. I hope it gets bigger. We took a big tumble after COVID, because, back in COVID, everyone had high numbers, right? Even I had an average of like 30-something viewers during COVID. It was I don't know, what did you have during COVID? 20 something, 30 something.
I didn't stream much during COVID.
Yeah, I mean, we both kind of like came in pretty late, I think, during as it comes to VTubing anyway. But
it was definitely easier to like be seen.
Like back then, I mean, it wasn't just that there was pandemic. It was also because VTubing was a fresh industry. So all you had to do was hit live and post on Twitter that you're going live and show people your model, and people were like, oh, it's a VTuber, let's go get him. Like a lot of people, they start with like,
let's go get him.
They just get 30 views. They don't even have to do anything. They just press live and they have the model, and suddenly 30 or 40 views. Easy. Because of COVID, right? People have gone back home, or they've left home, I should say.
Yeah,
they went outside, gone back to work.
Touching grass.
So a lot of people just don't do it. I mean, you can just look at the YouTube channels, the clipping channels. There's not a lot of clipping channels these days. All the Niji-Sanji JP clipping channels are dead. They all died.
Oh.
I subscribed to so many of them, and I was checking my subscriptions, and yeah, they're all dead. Like the last posted video was like 1 or 2 years ago. I'm like, well, I guess that's the end of that chapter. A lot of Hololive Clipper channels also stopped, but some still are around. And of course, I see a lot of FaZe. I see a lot of FaZe Clippers.
Hell yeah.
Because FaZe is growing. FaZe is still growing. I think FaZe's best years are still ahead of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have to deal with the fact that VTubing kind of did not manage to hit that point where it was become normal. And so it just took a huge dive, and we're still waiting. It's growing. It's still growing. VTubing is still growing. Don't
The thing is also
make that mistake, right? Also what?
No, the thing is that I think it's like, yeah, we want VTubing to grow, you know. We want VTubing to be more normalized, you know, to not be seen as something like weird that only like weird anime people watch. It just, as I said, we just want to be something like, oh, I'm just a streamer, but instead of like showing my face, I have an anime avatar.
Oh no, I'm completely anime. I am completely anime.
We are anime, but like, you know, this allows for more playful things too, you know. Like you got the lore and whatever, and like you can do other things. The lore.
I've got
but like
essays and essays written up, but I've not shown anyone.
Let's go. But yeah, I was gonna say, if we wanted to normalize, I mean, this is going back to VStream wanted to make like a VTuber platform. If we want to like normalize it more, I feel like segregating it into its own space is the wrong move, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's one of the big differences between Twitch and YouTube. Even is that YouTube is the blue ocean. If you go on YouTube, you can find audiences from all over, no matter what. But on Twitch, on Twitch, you're serving people who are already looking for live streams, and so you're not gonna see that there's less new people, right?
Yeah.
They'll all have their expectations already. YouTube, they won't have your expectations. You can introduce someone who's completely new to VTubing if you stream on YouTube. So that's what I think. But crap, what was I going with it?
But other than that, the VStream sounds interesting.
It does sound interesting. I feel like they could do a lot of things with it. And you know, the people who are doing it, they're genuinely passionate people, and I think they're good. They just need, and they've got a powerful brand. You know, they've got a really good brand identity. Kick has a terrible brand identity. VStream, they could go places. I just need to see more of a clearer picture of where they're headed, because right now they're still basically at a prototype stage, right? You can't stream on VStream unless you have to apply, and then you have to wait for them to accept, and then they have to wait to like let you in. It's still in testing phase. They need to. It's too soon for me to say anything.
How do we want to do it? Do we want to do like, you know, like there have like different type of accounts for like streamers and for people that just want to like watch, you know, and like tweet or like use the like Twitter like features?
Who knows? I don't know.
Because I mean, that's what I was thinking when you said they wanted to make like an all-in-one platform. It's like, so what, they're gonna do like YouTube? Because if you make a YouTube account, you get access to like all the streaming stuff, you know, like you get your channel and whatever. You can like customize your channel layout, blah blah blah, your banner. You can stream if you want. You can upload videos. Or do they want to do it more separated, as you said, like? If you are a streamer, you make like, there's like a type of account for a streamer that gives you access to like all the streaming features, and there's like a type of account only for like people that want to watch streamers.
I think that's how it is right now. That's how it is right now.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Because like, you know, you need permission just to be able to stream. But that's because it's a prototype right now. We don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like. Maybe they already released some of the features or like the roadmap of how it's going to be, but I have not read it yet. I'm not that knowledgeable. All I know is that the people who are working on it have good intentions. I need to see more before I can, you know, say anything about it, because it's so new. There was one more thing I wanted to say about the whole like the audience thing, right? Is that right? You know, the pandemic ended, and we got that little bust where there's suddenly less audience. But now there's more and more VTubers coming on the scene because it's really easy to become a VTuber now. It's so easy to become a VTuber. It's more expensive, but it's also really easy to become a VTuber. Anyone can do it. Streaming equipment has become cheaper and more available. Streaming assets are, if you try to get them, they're easy to find. And so I guess my main concern is that there's the growth rate of new audience coming into VTubing versus the amount of new VTubers who are showing up. Because I feel like there's been a lot of consolidation since the pandemic ended. People are grouping up into watching more specific VTubers, and a lot of people are being left. A lot of VTubers, smaller VTubers, are being left behind because everyone's going towards the same streamers. But I just hope that something happens and then we get more audience so we can actually, not have to fight so much for it. It's not saturated. It's just that it's growing really slowly, and you do have to compete. You do have to compete with others now. The competition is fierce. A lot of people say you don't need a fancy computer, you don't need a fancy overlays or a fancy model. That's bullshit. Those people who didn't have those things, most of them came in when it was a brand new industry and it was very easy to get in. These days, the competition is fierce. Everyone else has nice models and nice assets. You have to compete with them. You can't just pretend they don't exist. You occupy the same space as them, so you need to make sure you stand out. And some people can still find success as PNG streamers. I see them. But these people are exceptional. They are very different. And they're lucky. They're also lucky.
Yeah, and I imagine they also put on the work of uploading, I don't know, like clips and shorts and tweeting and whatnot. Like, they probably, a few of them probably do the grind. But like, I do feel like having like nice stuff. I'm not saying, just to make it clear, none of us are saying that having nice stuff is like the way to go. But nowadays it's like, it's the way to get noticed. Will it make you successful? I don't know, that depends on you, but it's a way to get noticed. People will see and be like, oh, like I like their design, or like their overlays, or like their logo, I don't know, and they will click and they will get interested. It's like, it's basically like advertising, like a brand.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like I've been carried by Min's Mama quite a bit, even though a bit of my pride has made it so that I have not actually credited Min's Mama publicly on my Twitter. I feel like if I did, and if he shared my stuff, I'd probably instantly get like, at least 20 viewers or something like that.
Yeah, that's what
I feel like it would happen if I did that, but like, my pride has gone like, I am not a very good streamer. I don't want him to associate. I don't want to be associated with him. I'm gonna drag down his name.
Oh no! What's left for me then?
Not until I become like a really fancy schmancy guy. Then I'll be like, hey guys, Min's Mama is my mama. Hamster Crumbs is my papa. They're both really high level people in their fields. They're both really respected.
Yeah, that's also why I wasn't sure at first of like just letting people know that you were also a Min's kid. Because like you hadn't told anyone, so I was like, is it supposed to be a secret?
It's fine, it's an open secret. No one could notice because I'm the only male Min's kid, so people don't recognize the art style.
I remember when I told Maple, like, do you know that we actually have a brother? And she was like, what?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I've been watching Maple's stream since she debuted.
Yeah, she had no idea.
Like when Phase Connect first debuted, right? There's 3 Min's kid. Everyone thought all of Min's designs were Nabi. They thought there was Nabi from an artist who does HoloLive stuff. I don't know why. The art style is nothing alike, but everyone thought they were not. Min's was Nabi.
Man.
Yeah, I get that.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to be a Min's kid.
I can't wait either.
I'm so sorry for Min's though. He has like.
Don't be sorry.
No. The thing is that I couldn't change like I already have my rigger booked and I couldn't change the booking. So now Min's has like a week to finish my model, and I don't know how he's gonna pull that through.
Wait,
I'm praying
what?
for him.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I need to have the model art for like the 4th of July around there.
Oh, good luck, Mins.
So like let us all pray for Mins.
5 seconds of silence for Mins. Okay, 5 seconds over. Good luck.
Good luck, Mins.
Okay, no Natsu is like, and people like when we were talking about the Twitch profiling or YouTube profiling you for recommendeds. No Natsu is like, and people like when people talk about how YouTube has no discoverability, makes me want to pull my hair out. Now, YouTube discoverability, you need to push it a little bit first before it'll go off. It's not like on Twitch where like I streamed to 0 viewers doing 6 hours of karaoke and people just wandered in. That is specifically a Twitch thing that you can do when you're like streaming into the abyss. YouTube, you can't do that. YouTube, you have to like actually plan it out, and then the algo will start carrying you after that. There is discoverability. It's just not the same way. Like you can't click, so-and-so game because YouTube's UI kind of sucks for live streaming.
Yeah.
You can't click on like, reverse collapse the category. You can, but like it's hard to find it.
Yeah, it's like that's what I was saying, because a lot of people say like, oh, like YouTube doesn't have like, the game categories or whatever that Twitch has. It does. It's just
hidden away, tucked in a corner.
It's so hidden that I found them once and I can't find them again now.
The way I find it, right, is I go into another person's stream, I scroll down to the game category and I click it from there.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to find it.
So the thing that YouTube has better is that the YouTube search bar is wonderful. YouTube search bar is wonderful. Why don't you use it?
Yeah.
Why don't you use the search bar? It is like the strongest search engine in the world. Why don't you use it? The thing about Twitch is that up until like last year, I think, up until like 2021 or 2022, the Twitch search bar was useless to me. Like I'm trying to search a VTuber's name, I'm off by like 1 letter, and it doesn't show me their channel.
Yeah, no,
that was how
luck.
broken Twitch's search bar was for the longest time. Right? It's a little bit different. The way that discoverability works. It absolutely like YouTube discoverability works more, I guess, more passively. Aside from the search bar.
I feel like people say that like now that I've been on YouTube a little more, because I mean I used to think that too, but now that I've been on YouTube a little more, I've noticed that it is there. I'm not entirely sure how it works. It's just that people probably say that because it's not like instantly noticeable.
Yeah.
Especially if you stream into the void.
Yeah. The live notifications also suck on YouTube, like because it's not just when people go live, right? Your notifications on YouTube is like when you get a reply, when people upload videos. It's everything, and you have to click the bell icon.
Actually, I never get letting it out there now for my viewers watching this. If I take forever to reply to your comments sometimes, it's because YouTube does not notify me.
I mean,
never.
I mean, you have to personally go into your YouTube studio and look in the comments thing to find.
Yeah, it used to like notify me of comments, but then it just stopped one day and never did it again. So I'm like, okay, guess I'll die.
Trying to find your subs that are live on YouTube is a pain on mobile. That's true. So there's a way to do it, right? You go into your YouTube, you go into your subscription tab, and then you click on like the button that says live, right? First there's all, then there's today, continue watching, unwatched. You like slide it to the right, and then there's the live button, and then you can like look down for everyone that's live, but sometimes it's a little bit finicky. I think it works well, it's just a lot of people don't notice it.
Yeah, it's just it's weird.
Using Twitch as a training arc. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Twitch was my training arc because I knew because I already knew that you needed a big push to go further on YouTube, right? And so I've kind of betrayed that a little bit. But that's just because I really think Mika Team games work better on YouTube. I'm still going to make a big push, and most of my content is probably going to stay on Twitch, unless it's something I really want to keep. And then I'm not even going to bother downloading it from Twitch and then uploading it to YouTube. I'm just going to stream it on YouTube.
No, I just use the export button. I do not download anything.
There's an export
from
button?
Twitch. There's an export button.
You can export directly to YouTube?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Now you know. You connect your YouTube account. You go into your content tab, and there are little 3 dots, at the end that opens a little menu. There's an export button that sends it directly to YouTube.
I didn't know that.
And it's as a private video, so you can keep it there for a day because for affiliates you're supposed to wait 24 hours. And then you can, change the description and the title and whatever, and upload a thumbnail and then make it public whenever you want. Which is what I do. You thought I was downloading and re-uploading my shit?
That's what I was trying to do, but then I got too lazy and I never did it again.
Yeah, no, I finish a stream, wait 5 minutes because it doesn't show up on the content tab right away. Wait 1 to 5 minutes.
I downloaded it because I wanted to clip anyway. I wanted to make clips, right? I never got around to doing it. I've been too lazy to find where I should clip from. I don't think I'm a very clippable VTuber.
Yeah, no, try to get clips from stuff.
I think we can get some clips from this stream actually.
Yeah, when people the stuff I uploaded is usually when people clip a stuff from me on Twitch, and I go and watch the clips and I'm like, oh, this is actually a pretty funny moment that someone caught.
Yeah.
And then I'll make that into a YouTube short.
That's
or a
one
TikTok.
thing about YouTube that's not so good is you can't view what people clipped on your channel.
Yeah,
you have to have the link.
They need to have they need to better
because what they do with YouTube clipping is it doesn't create a separate video. All it does is it creates a little bookmark of where on the video to look at. And that's all it does.
Yeah.
I mean, it could probably implement a way for that to, for you to be able to see what people are clipping. They could still probably do that with how it is right now.
That would be amazing.
They just need to fix the UI to do that. It's doable. Yeah. YouTube, just get on it, please.
Come on, YouTube, please, come on. That's one of the only things that Twitch has over you still.
It's like that meme. You're that dude with the stick, poking them. You're like, do an update. Do an update.
Do it. Because that's the only thing. That's one of the things that I like about Twitch, the clipping. And then you can go and watch the clips, and you can, it's separated between clips that you made and clips that people have clip of your channel.
I mean, there's another way to do it, right?
You can download the clips as well.
There's another way. You don't have to do a clip. You can just go into your analytics. It's a little bit hard. You go into your analytics and you see where people who are where they are commenting the most on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You can look at where they're replaying the most for videos, at least.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it works for streams too. You can look at where they're replaying the most, and you can go there and be like, okay, this is what I need. Okay, so Vox, the Fujos. Not necessarily just the Fujos, but also the Yumejos. Do you know what a Yumejoshi is?
Sounds familiar, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is.
Well, do you know what a Fujoshi is?
Yes.
They're
the BL girls.
Yeah,
no?
they're the BL girls. They want to see their hollow stars with other hollow stars, maybe in some slightly implied relations.
When I see them hand holding.
But there's a different subset. They're not Fujoshis. They're called Yumejoshis. And Yume means like dream, right? So basically, these girls are dreaming of being together with their the subject of their affections.
Oh no.
So I guess this is the Vox fans. They're
yeah.
they're dreaming that they can be together with Vox. So that's Yume Joshis. They're a little bit scarier than Fujoshis.
No, with the I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say with the newer waves. I mean, I don't watch Vox as much. Like I cut his streams like from time to time because I used to really like his voice. But I don't other than that I don't really watch him much. But I feel like he has calmed down a bit on that aspect, and now the one that is, or maybe it's just that the new one is going way too strong on that aspect, that it feels like Vox has calmed down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But like the Hex new guy. I also I catch his streams also because he streams sometimes when I'm at work, and I'll also one is just a situation of like I really like his voice, especially when wearing headphones. But then like he gets way too weird for me, and I'm just like I reach a point that I'm like I can't listen to this
yesterday
anymore.
I saw on Twitter one of his fans carved his name Hex onto her wrist.
Oh no! Yeah, no,
yeah.
No.
That's a pretty extreme form of love. Yeah, like it wasn't that deep. Okay, it was a pretty shallow cut, but it was still a cut. Right?
Yeah, it's still like yeah. No, he gets super.
He gets really deep in there.
He's like constantly like, quote unquote, flirting with
the sharp
chat,
implement. Yes, with a sharp implement. Like there was
like
blood.
treating chat, like if we were like a person, and be like and like blowing kisses and whatnot, and like saying like.
I mean, I don't mind doing that.
Like romantic stuff.
I don't mind doing that.
But like no, he's like constantly doing that, and it reaches a point that it gets weird. It makes me very uncomfortable. That I'm just like, okay, my man, can you please come down? I just like listening to your voice, please. I don't want your kisses. I don't want your hugs. I don't want to sit in your lap. I just please be normal.
The lap thing, that's the first for me.
Oh yeah, no, he's like, because he plays a lot of horror games, and he tries to make them like comfy, and so he tries to like build the atmosphere as if like you're like together with him exploring like these haunted places.
You're sitting on his lap as you play this haunted horror game together.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, don't worry, like, oh, I'll take care of you, I'll protect you, like I'll hold your hand, you can hide behind me, and he constantly does that. I'm just like, my daughter, please. I'm just like crying.
So like one corpo that goes hard on the GFE. We won't name any corpos like that. I don't want to be rude. No male collabs whatsoever. It's it's what they want. Well, it's what they've marketed themselves as. So at this point, it's probably really hard for them to change, even if they wanted to. The audience would not accept it. The audience simply would not accept it. So if you wanted that to happen, you'd have to find a new company to do something different, because the brand is already there. It's hard to change the brand image once people already have it in their heads. Especially
if you branded yourself as with like that type of audience, because some people, I mean, you just talk about someone carving their name on the wrist.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
That people can get kind of out there, so like it's not like you can just suddenly come one day and be like, oh, by the way, we're doing things different now, like
Vox has tried to tone it down.
Not gonna like it.
Vox has tried to tone it down, and I respect him for that, being willing to change. He's that guy. I won't say I feel sorry for him. That sounds kind of rude, but I feel for him. I feel like it's hard, and I feel like he really does want to change, because it's not making him so comfortable these days. So I hope good things happen.
Yeah.
Vtubers are fine, but they have a bad tendency to be nothing else. That's why Mel is so popular.
Yeah, that's how they call them, YouTubers. That's the ones that I've been, but when I noticed that people just kind of lean onto that, like 24/7. You know, like I mean, we're all people. We're all I don't know.
I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it.
We're allowed like to make like out there comments, you know, like horny comments now and then. But when people just do it, like just make it their brand, and they're like 24/7, and like, you know, there's audience for that.
Yeah.
It's
there
not
is.
for me,
It's not
and
for
I
me.
don't want to do it. So like I will
someone
not
goes
follow
too hard
also
into
because
GFE,
it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, if someone goes too hard into GFE, I can maybe be okay with it. But once they start doing the lewd GFE, then I'm like, okay, I can't do this. I just can't.
No, it makes me uncomfortable. That's also why some people have asked me like, oh, like, are you gonna have a not safe for work tag? And I'm like, no.
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 I've been asked before, and I'm still considering it. I don't know. I just feel like if I did make one, I'm not sure I would want to see what they come up with.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I'm just like, you know, I don't want to make one because, I mean, if I make one, I will not look at it.
I feel like I would take mental damage if I saw what sort of thing they wanted to draw.
And like, I'm not entirely opposed, you know, to like, I guess we could call it like spicy art. I'm just very particular about the kind of stuff that I like and that won't make me uncomfortable. So like, if I'm gonna do something like that, I'd rather like commission it myself, you know, to be like,
yeah, absolutely,
you know, and like these, you know, to make it up to my limits, to what I like, to what I feel like people will like, but that won't make me uncomfortable.
I mean,
so, but I am afraid to give people free reign of being like, oh yeah, here's the tag, do go wild, you know. I'm like, nope.
I mean, I don't have that limit for myself, but that's myself. I feel like if I allowed certain things up, it would change people's perception of me. Like, even if I were to just tell people what I look at, like, you know, what I'm okay with, it would change people's perception of me. And I want to how do I say this? I want to control how people view me. And I feel like that's what most creators are like. They want people to perceive, especially VTubers, they want people to perceive them as they wish to be perceived. And obviously people will always, you know, not everything is in your control. Things that you might say or do that you wish would give off a certain vibe, other people might see something differently. But for the most part, VTubers all want to, you know, display themselves in a certain way. So this is normal. This is normal. I'm just, I mean, that in that case for me, it's also that I'm me personally as a person, I'm uncomfortable with that stuff. Like, even like real talk, you know. So that's why. Oh yeah, phase love.
Phase love.
I'm still catching up to chat, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still catching up to chat. We've talked about a lot. We get really deep into this because I guess we both really love this stuff.
Yeah, no, and it's just really fun talking to you.
Oh wow, thank you. Likewise. Oh my gosh, should we make this like a more regular thing? It doesn't have to be like every week. Maybe like once a month or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Just like good luck trying to come up with stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I guess I'm hosting these, and I have to find out what to talk about.
I am so sorry. I'm sorry I can't make conversation.
Fine,
topics.
I'll have you host something else.
Let's go. We still need to play Girl of the Bakehouse at some point.
Yes, we do. Should we do it before or after Reverse Collapse comes out?
I think we should do it before.
Because I feel like
kind of like a thing
as a primer, right? But
yeah, like this is where we come from.
Yeah, but also I feel like
Mika.
I feel like, you know, a lot of people, like, they play Metal Gear Solid 1 and they finish Metal Gear Solid before they go back to the original Metal Gear games.
True.
But then again, like, Metal Gear people already know about, right? A lot of people already know about it, but for most people, Girl of the Bakehouse is like a complete mystery. Even Bakery Girl. Even Bakery Girl is a complete mystery. It was held, by the way, the original Bakery Girl. It is punishing. and not even in like the difficult punishing, but like in the jank punishing. Like you just keep on getting fucked left and right. It is not it's not a great time, but I enjoyed it. I must have some sort of masochism going on. So I'm still debating if I want to do Bakery Girl before or after Reverse Collapse comes out. Because I have a feeling that Reverse Collapse will not completely replace everything in Bakery Girl, and that it will actually come together as a story. Like you need to play Bakery Girl to get the complete picture, I feel like.
Yeah, no, actually I think you're right. And also because I think that, you know, as you said, like Bakery Girl, like Girl of the Bakehouse, they're like, you know, there's that stuff like the OG Mika fans, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all Chinese.
Yeah, so it's better to, you know, like kind of show Reverse Collapse first, because maybe, you know, there'll be people that be like new to it.
There's gonna be a lot of new people. I swear, Reverse Collapse is gonna bring in all the new people.
Let's go!
Yeah!
You know? And then we can be like, you know, oh,
guys, you want to see where this all started?
These are the origins.
Yeah, and see, that's why I was thinking, I'm still not sure if Girl of the Bakehouse or Bakery Girl should be done before. I guess like Girl of the Bakehouse is so esoteric and different that I guess we could do that before Bakery Girl, just because it's so different. Or before Reverse Collapse. I feel like I might do Bakery Girl afterwards, so everyone can, you know, because like people don't play strategy games these days. It's been a long time since we've gotten a really good strategy game that wasn't Fire Emblem. So like, so you know, if there's new audience that comes in from Reverse Collapse, then maybe I'll play Bakery Girl after that. But like, I don't feel like Girl of the Bakehouse has that big of a how do you say this, an audience. It's extremely niche.
It could be, you know, like maybe like during, you know, because I mean you're gonna stream Reverse Collapse, I'm gonna stream Reverse Collapse, and like, you know, like a little bit after release, you know, when people are really like noticing the game and being like, oh hey, what's this? Then we do Girl of the Bakehouse, because also that shouldn't take long.
It shouldn't take that long.
It's short.
It's pretty short. Optidoc, what about XCOM? XCOM, when was the last time an XCOM game came out?
Oof.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oof.
Yeah, the next XCOM game that's coming out, Girls Frontline 2.
Girls Frontline 2.
That's it. We need to target a new niche. Hakuya, have you considered catering to the adult housewife audience?
It's true. It's actually that's so funny, because that's actually pretty common in my country, you know, in like morning shows.
I don't know what the adult housewife audience is into. I know what the lonely 20 to 30 something single woman is into, but I'm not sure. And I know what, like, you know, the high school age girls are into as well, but I'm not sure what the adult housewife woman is into.
What is we need to make a market research. What is the adult housewife woman of today interested in?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I need to find some female VTuber manager and be like, okay, what are they into? Tell me now.
Tell me.
I'm not sure they're particularly into himbos. I think that's more of a single 20-something to 30-something woman deal. You know, considering all the women are in love with Snake.
Asking out on the internet, what do women like?
What do women?
I ask as a woman.
Yeah.
I am.
No Natsu's right. Yeah, you can have a case of basic setup and you have to be effing exceptional to overcome it all. Yeah. You have to be pretty good. You have to be pretty damn good to overcome having a basic setup.
And the thing is, like, if you're lucky, maybe, you know, people will write into you and they'll find you, and like if you're funny and whatever, people will stick with you.
So what Zuni said, Ami's mom? Who's Ami's mom? And Tenma's. Wait, which Ami are you talking about? Oh yeah.
I am confusion.
Oh yeah, YouTube delay. Okay, whatever. We'll move on.
Let's go.
Min's sowing his wild oats all over the VTuber industry. Min has like Okay, we're over double digits by now. And there's probably Min kids out there that I've never even heard of. He does not retweet all of them. So sometimes I don't even know. Like Aries kind of just showed up out of nowhere. Min's didn't retweet her. I think he just missed her tweets and he forgot. And he doesn't tell me. He doesn't tell me. We talk, but he doesn't tell me about who he's working on. He's very vague sometimes.
He keeps the secrets.
Deep secrets, yeah. No, Natsu. I'm finally planning some videos to try as shorter form content, but I'm intimidated by editing as well. How do you do it?
Oh god, yeah.
How do you do it? I'll just hire someone. I'll hire someone maybe.
I used to use websites that kind of do the short format for you. They do the editing. And like they do the subtitles and then I fix the subtitles.
Yeah. Share them with me. Like I want to do like, you know, the zooms and like the pans. You know, what I don't understand is how they remove the background music and then put it on their own. That's the part that confuses me.
I mean, yeah, I don't
how
know.
do they do that?
Unless they're recording. I mean, because the thing is that some people record their streams while they're streaming, you know, and they record it without the background
music. They can do that on Twitch, but you can't do that on YouTube.
No, you can. I mean, the thing is that you do it with OBS.
Oh. I don't think I can do that with my setup because I use a Go XLR. Everything goes to the same channel. The same audio channel.
I mean, you should be able to.
I'll have to look it up.
Oh yeah, no wait, you're right. I mean, you can always just change stuff up. That like the way the way that I have it on OBS is like, I have an XLR too, but I still have like the microphone and everything else separate in OBS. You know, I have the microphone as its own source.
Yeah, no, everything is combined in mine because I use the Go XLR. It combines everything.
Mine does too, but I just
Wait, what?
In the XLR, you know. I mean, and the thing is also that I have Elgato, so like it gives me like all the different audio sources in one thing, and I just mute the the microphone input on the software. So you know, the audio source from like the XLR thing only has like, you know, the desktop audio and the game audio or the voice chat audio, and I have the microphone as its own source on OBS. So like that's I can kind of control that.
Okay, yeah.
And then
I need to figure that out as well.
And then in OBS, where I know what some people do is that you still need to have like a beefy computer to be able to stream and record at the same time.
Yes.
But some people do.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and they record maybe without like the background audio, like without the game audio or like whatever. Or, like they take, you know, you have options to like do not record all audio tracks, only some of the tracks. You can even like not record some of the video tracks, I think also. So and then they use that thing to make their clips, I guess.
Okay, clearly you're more technically well read than me.
I used to watch when I got serious about VTubing and like streaming, and it's also something that helped me. I started watching a lot of videos of, you know, like these YouTube videos of like how to like make your stream better, or how to get like more
I still
attention,
watch them.
how to grow.
I still watch them. Not a lot of time to watch them all though.
And that's how I found out about like all these things.
Bellhound, you know Cherry. Who's Cherry? Who's this Cherry? Oh no, all these names being brought up and I'm just like, wait, huh?
Don't worry, I'm on the same track.
No, I'm like, I was at Offkai, right? And I met a bunch of like bigger VTubers and they told me their names. I'm like, huh?
I apologize, I do not know people.
And then, you know, I actually did know some of them, but it didn't register in my mind until they repeated it a couple times and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I watched you actually. Min's Kid Cherry VT.
VT.
I remember. They were
Min's Kid.
They've been around for a while, right?
There's so many Cherry VTs.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Cherry VT, Twitch. Cherry Toragao. No, that's not it. Cherry Kitsu? No, that's not it either. Okay, clearly
No,
Cherry
it's not
VT
it.
is not working
know.
very well because no one can find her.
Yeah.
How Cherry VT Min's graph. Okay, this is not good. There it is. VT underscore Cherry. Oh yeah, I've seen her. Oh my god, her last pinned tweet is from 2021. Oh my goodness.
Oh. Oh yeah, that is definitely a Min's kid.
Yeah. I know, I've seen her. I just completely forgot she existed. Because like, you know, she's purely like a German VTuber, right? There's a wall between us. We can't get to her.
I'm actually surprised. There seems to be like quite a few German VTubers. I'm like, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, so there's Cherry VT Cherry. Yeah, I don't know much about her. I don't speak German, unfortunate. Let's see. Yeah, I still don't know who Ami's mom is, but anyways. There's so few teeth on Min's kids. I have teeth.
I will have teeth.
I guess others don't have teeth for some reason.
I will have teeth.
You're gonna have teeth? Did you specifically ask for teeth or something?
I asked for fangs.
Naruhodo.
I was like, it was one of my, I gave Mint like a list of like requirements, and other than that, it was like, go wild. And amongst the requirements were fangis. I literally wrote fangis.
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 Maybe I should ask for those too. Would it make me more popular with the housewife crowd?
Dude, those the housewife crowd like the fangis.
Zuni, girl, just be normal crazy and get a tattoo.
True.
Just gotta get a hex tattoo. Don't carve it into your fucking wrist. Holy shit.
Fangis do have universal appeal, it's true. Or like when you get like sometimes like the flesh fangy on only one side,
gosh,
that's
the
also
flesh
very
fangs.
cute. That's also very cute.
And what kind of mutants have flesh fangs? Oh my goodness. I'm surprised. I'm like, why did that ever become a thing?
You're a white raven.
Yeah?
What are you talking about mutants? Shut up.
Okay.
No right.
Yeah. That's fair. You're fair. That's fair. Tactics Ogre and Front Mission got games. Yeah, they got remakes or like remasters, but like they're pretty much remakes of the original games, and they didn't change that much. It's not like, you know, Reverse Collapse completely like overhauled everything, right? It's not just a makeover. It was originally a makeover, and then they delayed the game by 2 years.
Yeah, it was that was kind of funny though, how they were like, oh yeah, we're like remaking, you know.
Originally it was just a remaster, and then they were like,
remaster.
You know what? Let's make it.
And then they were like, you know what? What if we just remake the entire game and make it like the triple the longest or more?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
What was it? Like they went like 2 or 3 months past the deadline of when they were originally supposed to release it. It was like October of 2021. There's no news, and then suddenly it got taken off. The 2021 date got taken off, and then they're like, radio silence. And they're like, yeah, we're just gonna remake the entire game, by the way.
Yeah, we're just remaking it. I love how the last stream, he was just them being like, oh yeah, we're still working on it. It's gonna be like super long, and we don't have a release date. I mean, it's gonna come out when it's ready. Thank you for coming to the stream. And I was like, what?
The last XCOM was 3 years ago. There was no XCOM 3 years ago. The last XCOM was like 5 years ago. Yeah. It was 5 or 6 years ago. There was no XCOM 3 years ago. Don't believe the rumors.
We need to launder more money, please wait. Yeah, that's Mika.
Yeah, oh my god. How do they survive? It's because they don't pay a publisher.
Yeah.
They don't pay a publisher.
They're paying a publisher for Reverse Collapse. I don't know where they got the money for that.
Well, who knows? Are you sure they don't actually own the publisher?
I mean, yeah, the XD has released other things.
Nabi is Ami's mom, and she tends to make characters with toothy grins. Oh, you mean Nabi? Yeah. We know Nabi. I remember because like everyone kept on thinking Min's was Nabi for some reason. Art style is nothing alike. Ferrari money.
For a second, I thought you meant like Ferrari, like the lore guy, and then I was like, oh wait, no, it's the Ferrari meme.
It's the actual Ferrari. Also, hello, Kikarin. How's it going? Oh my gosh.
I will never believe I always remember how I made my lore stream and like Ferrari was there, and I was like,
wait, the Ferrari?
Yeah.
The Ferrari?
Ferrari showed up to my lore stream.
I know, I remember. You freaked out about it.
No, I didn't because
Yes,
I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, you didn't recognize him, but you freaked out afterwards.
Yeah, and I freaked out after on Twitter because I was like, holy shit, I was using all the things from literally your drive. Like I go to see the owner, it says Ferrari, and then I was like, on a stream, I was like, hey, who are you? Like, holy shit.
But now Ferrari's around all the time.
Yeah, he shows up sometimes.
Yeah.
The one that always shows up in the morning when I do my morning streams, that I'm like, oh my god, it's Seiya.
The last XCOM game was 1994. We do not acknowledge the sequels.
I see. So that's how the XCOM fans operate. I understand.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Yeah, it's not. You go back and it's like, no, you're not hardcore enough. It has to go further, you know? They don't even accept Terror from the Deep. By the way, I like Terror from the Deep. I like Terror from the Deep. Don't ask me to play it though.
I never touched an XCOM game in my life.
There's some more like YouTube stuff I want to talk about, I guess. I still have a lot of notes. And some things I want to talk about. Like,
Let's
what
go.
is it? Just something that kind of irks me. Twitch bitrate is terrible. It's terrible. Max bitrate is 6,000. I stream at 8,000. It's still not enough. I lower my resolution in between 1080p and 720p. 720p is too small. 1080p is too big for 60 FPS. 6,000 kbps is not enough bitrate. What happens if you try to stream 1080p 60 FPS with only 6,000? Your FPS game will just turn into static.
Oof.
It just becomes artifacts everywhere. Every time you move, the screen just turns into mush because it can't react fast enough. So that's like what I don't like, is that all of the FPS gamers and streamers stream FPS games on Twitch, because that's where Twitch is the gamer network. It's the gamer platform. It's where the gamer audience goes. But from a technical standpoint, YouTube is way better for FPS games. It looks way better on YouTube. But like the people who watch the games are not on YouTube. And that frustrates me.
I was like, when I discovered that, I was like, wow, YouTube has higher bitrate? Wow.
Yeah, it's like you can potentially put as much bitrate as you want. I know I max out the bitrate on YouTube because I have a very high-speed internet connection.
I don't. I mean, I do now, but it's mostly don't let it speed.
And then there's minor things. Everyone says that Twitch has better mod tools than YouTube. Have you noticed that?
Yes, they're just like easier to use, I guess. YouTube is kind of, even to like add a mod, you kind of need to go out of your way.
Oh yeah.
And in Twitch, you can like time out and things.
Yeah, let's check that.
Like,
Can I time out leaf bug? I could put leaf bug in a timeout.
You can do the slash commands too on Twitch, that I think it just makes things easier. And like on YouTube, you need to actually go and click on the person, But yeah, I mean, it's just a technicality, and honestly, for us, for our size, I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. Mod tools is like, how often are you going to use them anyway? It's a very minor thing. When I, as a streamer, like look at platforms, right? Mod tools is probably one of the least important things I look at. Like I look at the bigger things, right? That actually affect what people see, on stream, or like that affect my personal like you know.
Like the most I've used the mod tools on Twitch has been to actually time out my mod.
Oh my god. What they do? What did they do?
I don't know. I just do it every now and then. You know, gotta keep them gotta keep him in his place.
Wow. Oh my god.
And it's so funny
ruthless.
because if you do that, I think it removes the mod. And then so I have to mod them again.
Yeah, categories, tags are better on. You can add whatever stupid tag you want on Twitch, and it'll show up at the top. Like I have,
Oh yeah, the tag system is easier on Twitch.
Yeah, I have like.
I'm not sure how YouTube tags work. I don't know how people do the tags.
There's hashtags, right? You're allowed to have like 3 hashtags on your thing.
But how do you put them? You just
put it in your description.
Yeah?
Yeah, you just put it in your
Okay.
description. You just type hashtag and then put whatever it is, and it'll show up on top. And then there's like a different one which
work
is.
for something?
Yeah, it works. It works.
Huh.
And then there's a different type of tag system that's a little bit more. And that one's different from the hashtag system. That one is for correcting people's search terms.
Oh yeah. I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a little bit harder for people to wrap their heads around. That's for like multi-word tags.
Mm-hmm.
For Twitch, it's sort of kind of just stupid bullshit. You can just add whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like,
You
I
can use
mean-
that funny tags.
Yeah, I mean mine are like what? I know one person, a huntress, and her tags are all like innuendos.
I know Maple has Jeff Keighley, or whatever you say his name. She has that as one of her tags for some reason.
Yeah. Some people, they take the tags way too seriously. I don't think that it really matters. I don't think it matters. People don't usually click on them. Maybe some people do, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. People make such big deals of small things, and in the long run, it doesn't matter. The most important things is like, how do you make your money? How do you get your audience? How do you keep your audience? Those are the things that matter on the platform. These small things are like, there's such minor issues that you can just ignore them. They're just quality of life stuff, right? It's not something that you would change platform for. And oh yeah, speaking of changing platforms, right? That is something I forgot when we talked about the controversy stuff. Or maybe not controversy, but like the Twitch yab, is that people were like, oh, I'm gonna move to YouTube because of so and so, and it's like, are you really?
Are you really?
Like every
Yeah,
time
that's
people
why
are like that, they're like,
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, no, they've been going ever since like the first like big Twitch jab happened like a year or so ago. Everyone was like, oh, I guess we'll have to move to YouTube, you know? Oh, YouTube, I guess YouTube is where it's at. Like only maybe less than 1% of people have moved to YouTube or started streaming on YouTube.
Yeah. So like it really,
aside from Twitch.
these
So it's
changes only really affect the really biggest people, because they're the people who have the most, money affected, right? If you're small, you're probably not gonna have that big of a difference. For the big people, it's like the difference between $100,000 and like $1 million. So like, yeah, for them it's a big deal. But for like smaller and medium VTubers or just streamers in general, it's like, who cares?
like I know someone that's like she's a small VTuber, and she's new also, and she was still new on Twitch, and she committed, she's like, okay, I don't like this, I'm going to YouTube, and like she only streams on YouTube now. And
Oh, I like this person. I like
she
this person.
committed to it.
I like
She
this
committed
person.
to it.
They committed.
Yeah.
Send me them. I want to know who this is. They seem interesting.
They stream a lot of like comfy games and horror games. It's interesting because they'll do stuff like like Stardew Valley, and then they'll do like horror games.
So Iz said, haven't you seen it? But another VTuber, Nadia, tried last year to go to Twitch to YouTube and put a doc about. Yeah, I know. I've read that one. It's a pretty small doc. You can probably go over it in like 5 minutes. It's not as in depth as I would like, because I've read, I've looked at all the Twitch and YouTube comparisons over the years. I've talked to a lot of other theory crafting VTubers. So that one, it didn't surprise me. It's just that some of the things that she lists as pros and some of the things that she lists as cons can be seen as pros and cons, vice versa, to someone else. Just because like what she considers a pro might actually be a con for someone else. Right. So like we were talking about the redeems earlier, right? Not everybody wants those, You might, like the fact that everyone on Twitch is part of a big community, but you might actually not like that. You might actually prefer YouTube, because you might actually, like me, prefer to have your own community. I don't want my community tainted by someone else's lesser tastes.
Excuse me.
No, I will not allow their inferior tastes onto my channel. Only the strongest will survive here. So yeah, I did see that one. They put in some pretty good stuff there. It's pretty basic, but it's pretty understandable. And they put in their data for viewership, which I wasn't surprised that they lost some viewership when they moved to YouTube, and they took many months to like get it back up, just because you moved a platform. Obviously, not everyone is going to move with you, and also like YouTube, I think YouTube just builds on momentum more than Twitch does. Twitch is very, I guess, fickle. YouTube, you kind of have to be on the drive. You have to be like, on it 24/7 for a while before it really works out. And once it goes rolling, you have to keep on pushing. You can't go on hiatus. That's what I know, is that regardless if you're on Twitch or YouTube, hiatus is really bad. Going on break is really bad. The only good thing about YouTube is that if you go on hiatus, you can still post videos that you already made previously. And that'll tide people over.
Yeah, no, and I feel like on YouTube, it's, it's bad in both platforms, but I do feel like in YouTube it's like slightly less bad. Because YouTube, like your videos can still be shown to people, like your past stuff. On Twitch, you stop streaming and like, that's it, you're gone, you do not exist.
Yes, that's what I realized. Is that like with the Twitch search bar, like 2 years ago, if you search someone who is not streaming, they won't show up. They only show up on the search bar if they were live. Nowadays they'll show up, but before Twitch treated them like they didn't exist.
Damn. Like for example, on YouTube I noticed that sometimes even like I won't stream for like a week or two, and I will get like views on stream or like subscribers. On Twitch, I probably won't get like anything when I'm gone.
I get VOD watches on my Twitch, and I often wonder to myself, do people actually watch these?
People watch VODs on Twitch?
Apparently they do, and I know this because some people actually message me and they tell me like things that I said during my VOD. They're like, I watched your VOD and like so-and-so, you were talking about this and that. And I'm like, you've actually watched my VOD? People actually watch my VODs? Damn, I didn't expect that. I'm a VOD watcher on Twitch. Even if we appear odd, there's time you really can't watch a star. That's true. But for me, I watch so many different VTubers that it's really hard for me to go back to someone. Even if it's a YouTube archive, it's really hard for me to go back to them. Just because I'm always watching someone or working.
Yeah, me too. I mean, and actually, I haven't been watching that much streams lately because I usually listen to streams at work.
Yeah.
I've been getting like my iPhone stuff done. Like my certifications and courses. So I can't listen to people talking while I'm reading. So I've just been listening to music.
I feel like my productivity has gone up depending on the VTuber I'm watching. Some VTubers like, it has a good enough vibe that I can just listen to them while I'm working, and it makes my productivity go up. So that's good, but it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, no, me too. I usually I like listening, because they'll talk about stuff and I laugh.
Yeah, but they talk about stuff you love too much. I just end up like watching their VOD instead of working. or not watching the stream instead of working. I'll start typing actively. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I don't get the urge that badly, except to like sometimes I talk about a lot about Mika in my streams, because like sometimes that girl will say shit that I just have to stop whatever I'm doing and go and chat like, what the fuck. But usually I don't get like the urge to chat, but it's the reason actually why also I stopped watching Twitch. There's a few reasons why I stopped watching. There's like 2 reasons why I stopped watching Twitch at work. One, because for some reason, like, you know, workplaces have like their VPNs or like block stuff and whatever. And for some reason, Twitch works like nothing is visible. Like I can't see emotes, I can't see avatars, I can't see. So it annoys me because like people do emotes and I just see like weird like images.
Mm-hmm.
And also because on Twitch I mostly like people that I know, you know, like friends that I made from like when I started on Twitter and whatnot. So I want to interact. My desire for interaction is greater than when I'm watching like a big Vtuber from like a corpo.
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
If you aren't going to get established friend group or Discord fan base to kick you up, you're likely not going to have much exposure on YouTube. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You really need that initial boost for YouTube, but like once you get that boost, it's very possible for you to get that slingshot, and then you easily beat people on Twitch. But you know, you need that initial boost. You need that initial like support to get you there. Hopefully I can get that initial support. You have it though. Kuruko, you have it. Your fans are so dedicated to you. I'm jealous.
I love you guys. I'm surprised people have stuck with me this long. Thank you.
I mean, you're rather charming.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. Otherwise, people wouldn't watch you.
Oh.
That's it. I'm moving to YouTube. Sees YouTube's UI. Never mind. Yeah, YouTube's UI is a little bit not great. It's extremely simplified, you know. YouTube UI is very modern corporate. It's so I want to almost say lifeless.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that when you see it the first time, you know, now I'm used to it, you know, and I can operate around YouTube. I know how it works. I know what you are, YouTube. But like when I tried to do my first stream on YouTube, I was like, okay, how do I make this happen? And it felt so like convoluted, because on Twitch it's like you just make your thing connect OBS, put your title on OBS, and then like click go live, and that's it, you're live. On YouTube it's like you have to go and like create the stream.
You have to create the stream, you have to schedule it. But I do like scheduling.
Yeah, I like. Oh, that's another reason I never mentioned. That's another reason also why I like YouTube. I love waiting rooms.
Yes, I love them too.
I love waiting rooms.
I love making thumbnails.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bad about it, but I like making them. They're so much fun.
Like I love when I go into my waiting room and I see people chatting, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, some people have like no chatting in the chat room. It's like, oh come on, it's just some fun.
Or it's like, or like when you go see you put up the waiting room, you know, and you will see like some tabs showing up already, and it's like, oh,
nice. It will ever so slowly desync from live. I'll have to skip. Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time for every stream, but I know sometimes it doesn't. It kind of desyncs because it's buffering.
Yeah.
That usually only happens if you allow the rewind feature. But I want the rewind feature. I want the rewind feature. That's what makes YouTube live streaming so good. You can rewind it in case you miss something.
Also, you need to have the rewind feature active if you want people to be able to clip.
Yes.
That I didn't know.
Wait, you need to that? Wait, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you need to have the rewind thing on so people can clip. Otherwise they can't. They don't get the option. They don't get the option to clip.
Okay, that's good to know. Naru is trying to YouTube, but the number of people that show up seems small. Yes, well, yeah, like we said, moving platforms is really hard. Because I know, like, you know what? A lot of people try to do the TikTok meta. They try to get big on TikTok and then have those TikTok people go on their Twitch channels. It worked a little bit. It didn't do a lot, but it did something.
I like a few extra numbers.
And even to a lesser extent, YouTube Shorts. People who watch YouTube Shorts are not necessarily going to watch your live streams. Same with the videos. It just increases the chances that they'll see you. And repeated exposure is pretty good for making people want to be more comfortable to watch. Because I know I might not watch someone the first time, but if I see them around a couple times, I might actually click on them.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like TikTok and YouTube Shorts, I think it's mostly, as you said, like to kind of put yourself out there, because I mean, it's more likely that people will watch a short, and be like, oh, what's this about,
Yeah.
And if they get enough, I mean, they'll at one point they'll be interested to be like, oh, like I've been seeing a lot of like shorts of this person or whatever, and they look fun, and they actually go and check your stream. But it's not like a guaranteed thing. It's just like, a chance of like, it's basically a way of like reaching more people. Because the thing is that you need to reach more people to have more chances of people getting to your streams.
Yes, it won't hurt you. It won't hurt you at all. But you definitely like want to balance it, and you don't want it to make it your whole thing. Rin Penrose. Yeah. I don't want to throw any shade at Rin Penrose, but it's like I've spoken with some other VTubers about Rin Penrose, and her whole thing is that she got really big doing shorts of explaining corporate VTubing. That was her big one. She explained how to get into a corporate into a VTuber agency, and like she explained how things work on platforms. I guess she explained how VTubing stuff works, and that's her thing, I guess, is like info shorts. I spoke with some people about it, and I'm not gonna throw shade at her. But it's like what she's really known for, right? And it's I don't think it's a great thing to be known specifically for that.
Yeah.
Because like self-help people, they only want to watch you for your self-help. If you don't continue making the self-help, they'll stop watching you, and they're not gonna watch your other content. Like if you're a VTuber who does like singing or chatting or gaming, they're not gonna watch those. They're just gonna come to you for the self-help. And I know there's some irony in that because I'm doing a YouTube versus Twitch stream right now, but this is more just an excuse to hang out with you.
You don't need an excuse to hang out with me.
All right, you could like raid culture because it boosts your numbers. You could hate it because it disrupts your stream. Exactly. Leafbug understands.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head earlier, Hakuya. Twitch makes small and largely irrelevant features and milestones more weighty than they practically are. Yeah. So anything is the thing with Nyarus, right? It's like, yeah, you're onto a new platform, right? You can't expect those old people to all come with you unless they're really dedicated. You have to come into it with the expectation that you are basically starting almost fresh. When you change platforms. So like all those people who are like, oh, I'm going to change platforms. Changing platforms is not necessarily going to fix whatever problem you might have. You're not just going to get new viewers just because you change from Twitch to YouTube. That's not how it works.
Exactly.
That's not how it works. You still have to put in the work. And in some cases, you might even have to start from the very beginning. Like for me, I came into it with the expectation that I am going to start basically from the beginning, because Twitch was never really my focus. I wanted to be on YouTube to begin with, and I was expecting that I was going to debut on YouTube, and things are going to change a lot when I debut. Like when it comes to like my vibes, my feel, my content type. I'm still going to do Mika. I'm still going to do Mika, but things are going to change.
When are you debuting? I'm going to end up debuting before you.
Probably. I won't. I received a bit of a timeline, so my witch doctor stuff won't be finished until earliest May of next year.
Ooh.
It's gonna take a while.
Let's go.
I might have another surgery, but
Stop having surgeries.
yeah, unfortunate.
Stop having issues.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unavoidable. But I don't know yet. So it's gonna be a while. But in the meantime, I'm gonna ramp up my VTubing stuff as much as I can.
Let's go.
Like, I'm not gonna wait until debut to just go all out.
Yeah.
I am, but I'm gonna do more over the next couple of months. I mean, look at this. I did a schedule finally. My first ever released schedule.
I saw you made a schedule. I'm so proud of you.
My first ever schedule. Half the week already passed.
It's fine. You did it. That's the important thing.
Yeah. And look, 6 streams in 1 week. Wow.
That's a lot.
I used to
do. I used to do a lot of streaming, but then I realized that it was tiring me too much. So now I limit it to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I will do every now and then I will do a week in which I do 5 or 6.
I mean, I want to do more, but I want to do shorter streams. I want to do shorter streams.
I mean, yeah, that's manageable. The thing is that I can't control myself when I stream. I will start streaming and suddenly 4 hours had gone by and I'm just oh wow, will you look at that?
Mm. So, better make short if you can't stream for the next few months. A 30-second short every week keeps everyone happy. I wouldn't even say a week, maybe a 30-second short every 2 or 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once a week might be too bad. Once a week for a video is probably really good though. I'm a VOD watcher on Twitch even if we appear odd. There are times you can't really watch us start. Yeah, that's true too. I'm still catching up on chat. I'm so slow. Leafbug, I'm a 2v, but I get VOD watches on Twitch. It's kind of odd, but I appreciate it. Leafbug, you stream?
Oh yeah, he does.
Girl, you knew this? I didn't know Leafbug streamed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check him out.
Yeah. He told me. I was there for the debut.
I'm gonna go check him out. What the heck? How is Mika still alive? What happened to Mika?
Money laundering.
What? Huh?
No, but that's just the crazy theory of how they're still alive.
But what happened with Mika Milotica? What happened?
No, she. Oh, where do I begin? The most recent thing I remember, I was listening to one of her streams, and someone jokingly said a comment about just getting into the washing machine along with the laundry, to shower at the same time.
What?
Someone chatted the comment, joking when they'll be oh, shower your clothes on so you can do laundry at the same time,
Oh my
but the
God.
other way around.
Jeez.
And this girl just goes and answers in all seriousness oh yeah, I do fit inside the washing machine. I just never done it because I can't open the thing from inside. Cue everyone being Mika, you will die.
Don't do that.
You will die if you do that. And she's no, why? I mean, I fit inside. Mika, do you know how fast those things spin? And Mika, you will drown. And she's what? How? And I'm
Oh
how?
my gosh.
What?
I worry for her.
And that's just one of the things she said.
Hmm.
The other thing that I talked to my chat about was her not knowing how the cycle of water works and not knowing that oxygen is different from air.
Mm-hmm.
It's truly Mika moments, That's why I'm saying sometimes I'm listening to her and I just have to stop everything I'm doing and go into chat being Mika, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what? Oh my God.
But yeah, she did not consider it was dangerous to get inside a washing machine.
It's extremely dangerous. Don't do that, guys. Don't get in the washing machine, or the dryer. Dryers can explode.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they can explode. Don't do that either.
Damn.
I mean, it's very unlikely that they do, but I've seen the videos of them exploding. That shit is wild.
Damn.
No shade. Penrose has popped off, but I don't know how sustainable. That's exactly what I was talking about. You can't rely on self-help stuff because, you know, people only want to come to you for your self-help. As a VTuber, you want people to come to you for your personality. That's the most sustainable thing. Because you don't want to pick yourself to one specific game. Stares at us, Mika team streamers. You don't want to peg yourself to one thing. Because if it ever dries up, then you might lose your entire audience. That's just how it is.
Good thing Mika Games will never die.
Oh yeah, never, because they launder money. They'll never go under. You know, it's not it's not like Princess Reconnect EN. No, it'll never go down.
They will never go down. They are still alive. People are still wondering to this day how they are still alive.
It's fine.
Even us, the fans, are wondering how they're still alive.
It's fine. Even if World War III pops off, you know, I'm sure Yuzong has like some master plan to get his entire staff out of China and into a neutral third country. I'm sure he has the contingency plan.
Yeah. They're building, like, their offices burned down at one point or something, and like they're still going. How? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. They start producing real life T-dolls. Oh, that would be amazing. I thought she was a Blahaj streamer. I don't want to know what that means. You know, Blahaj has some sort of weird connotation. I thought it was just a cute shark.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a cute IKEA shark.
Isn't just the IKEA shark?
Yeah, apparently some people say it's like not good for some reason. I don't know why. Don't tell me. I want to stay innocent.
Yeah, no, don't tell me either, guys. Sometimes I ask questions in chat and in the stream, you know, people will laugh at something I say, and I'll be like, what? But then I'll instantly be like, do not explain. I don't want to know.
If your audience isn't sticky, then sites like Twitch have a lot of leverage to make these changes. Yes, if someone I watched move to YouTube, I'd probably stop watching them and go to another VTuber. Wow! What, so you're not gonna watch me anymore, is?
It's what, to be honest.
Wow. I mean, I respect the honesty. I respect the honesty. A very precise tool to see your chat behavior on Twitch. It's borderline creepy how much information they can mine out of you. You cannot get that kind of feature on YouTube. Oh, that's true. That's true. There's a lot of like programs that can basically look at every single thing you write on Twitch. It's kind of yeah. I try not to think about it. I try not to think about it. I swear to God, if someone's gonna eventually cancel me one day if they look at everything I've typed on Twitch.
Oh yeah, same. Maybe, I don't know.
Because there's no context for it. Because you're responding to what someone's saying on stream, but all someone would see is your chat logs. There's no context. They can just cancel you for anything. It would look really bad. Stickiness of an audience is a major issue for streamers and VTubers in particular. Engagement on just Twitter Discord is major. Yes, that's true. I mean, that's why we all have like Discord to ping people to come to our streams, especially for YouTube.
Yeah, and Twitter too.
Yeah, Twitter too.
You gotta be on that social media.
I'm really bad at Twitter. I'm really bad at Twitter. And I gatekeep my...
I forgot to tweet good morning 2 days in a row. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. You want to tweet like once a day at least. It's... I don't know how people come up with like those viral tweets, man. I don't know how they do it.
I don't know either.
Because I try to stay away from controversy, right? I don't like to talk this... I don't want to drop any like hot takes, and I don't want to, you know, go on massive rants about other people. So that's hard for me to game Twitch. You'd have to like actually make something funny, and I'm not good at that.
Speaking of Twitter and good morning tweets, shout out to Lamb, that every time I do a good morning tweet, he's there 5 seconds later tweeting good morning back to me.
Wow.
I admire the dedication. I appreciate the good mornings. Just channel your inner Kiona and drop all filters. I don't know if we want to do that.
Kiona can insult you to your face. He has this like magical power of like walking up to you, like not even knowing who you are. He'll insult you to your face and you'll like it.
Yeah, how does he do it? I think it's the way he talks.
It's because his voice is so fucking goofy.
True.
I don't know. I witnessed it in person. And I'm like, what the fuck, Kiona? How do you do that? It's kind of magical in how he does it. Like the way, like he's the one who engages. He doesn't wait for someone else to engage the conversation. He's the one who walks up and like sets the field. Like, and I don't know how he does it. I don't know. And I talked to him about it, and he actually does think about it. Like his brain is hardwired for maximum charisma.
Yeah, no, I mean people like him, they're just like that. They were just born that way.
Like
they're built different.
You can explain it somewhat, but it's not something you can really learn. I don't think. I mean, you can probably study it, but it's not something you could learn from him.
He still will never get the stigma of my sister's mind, though. For my sister, he will forever be the tomboy. Come boy.
Despite Twitch being a better platform for interactivity, which is all I'm about, I don't watch my Oshi stream on it. Leafbug, who's your Oshi? Who's your Oshi?
Uruka.
Oh.
Uruka.
I can never catch Uruka streams. I don't know why.
She streams at weird hours. She's streaming right now.
Extremely weird hours. Most of the time when I see her streaming, it's like at 3 a.m. for me or something. She streams really late sometimes.
She streams at like 11 p.m. for me, and that's usually time for me
You already read that, Hakuya. Stop backtracking. Shut up! It can't be helped if I reread something twice. I'm bad.
Stop rereading.
Oh my god.
Shaking my head.
I wonder if there's even a point to streaming until I have evergreen content as a bedrock. The point is to develop your skills. That's it. The point is to develop your skills. You can't get skills unless you actually do the thing. That's the point. But you know,
that's
obviously.
That's also why I think like all this I think like all these free Vtuber assets, and like Vtuber models and whatever. I feel they're good for a start to start to, so you kind of get yourself out there, get a feel of things, see what you like. You can try Twitch, you can try YouTube. Even though like like we said with Hakuya, having like at the end of the day, if you want to like advertise yourself, having like nice things helps to like get more people. It's basically just a way to catch more people's eyes. I do not recommend jumping straight into it unless you're like absolutely 100% sure that is what you want to do, because I saw also during the pandemic a lot of VTubers pay like ridiculous amounts of money for like assets and models and whatnot, and they never streamed once, or like they streamed for a bit and then they were like, oh yeah, no, actually it's like this is not really for me.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people give out the very common advice is like, oh, just try it a little bit, use a PNG, see if you like it, treat it like a hobby, don't use any money. That's the very like common advice, and I completely like threw that advice out because it didn't apply to me.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because you were sure that you wanted to do. The very first
thing I did was I contacted Mins and I was like, Mins, how much can you like draw me a model? That's the first thing I did as a VTuber. I didn't even have a name yet. It took me an entire year to come up with the name Hakuya.
Yo, coming up with names is hard.
Yeah, because I knew that this was what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it wasn't a problem for me.
It's like, like Maple also, like she knew she wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And like she also like, paid for the model and whatnot.
And like a lot of people, right?
And I knew like, I liked it, but only now, like, I started taking it more seriously. Like I got like nicer stuff. Like I got this model of, this is a pre-made model, but still like I got it off boot.
Yeah.
And my idea was like to save to get a model, but then I reached a point in where I was like, like I have my audience and whatever and whatnot, and I want to have something that is mine. So I'm just gonna spend the money to get something that I want, that I like,
right,
to show myself on the internet.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I will be here soon. But it's like if you're like on the fence, you're just gonna like try it out and see first. It's like do not spend the money.
Yeah,
It is a lot of
don't
money.
do it. I mean, there's people who think they know they want to do it, but then they do it for a year, and then they don't see the numbers, and then they give up. I know some people who started with me and they've given up because they couldn't figure out what was wrong. And I tried to give them some of my advice, but like they didn't listen, or like they thought that I was wrong. So it's like whatever.
Is that also a lot of people think, like, again, we said like, yeah, having an model helps you get noticed out there among like all the sea of VTubers, but it's not everything. Just because you have a nice model, it's not gonna give you numbers immediately.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You need to put on the work.
I mean, back in the beginning, it did. It did. Just because like there were so few VTubers, if you had an impressive model, people would automatically subscribe. Oh, hello, Riko Kumae. I was watching your stream last night. My mentality going in was hard, yeah. And again, I knew I wanted to do it from the beginning. Yes, exactly. And if you know you want to do it, then go in. I knew absolutely that I wanted to do this because it tied into stuff that I was doing before. So I knew, I wasn't going to give up, even if I didn't get the numbers. I could wait 2 or 3 years and I'd still be okay. But most people can't wait that long. They don't have that kind of patience, right? So Rin Penrose has like 1,000 CCV. Oh, that's amazing. Good for her. Good for her. If you can keep on growing, that's amazing. That's good. But I think there's more to it than just posting shorts for her. She definitely has, backing from her company to, continue keeping those numbers up, right? But I don't know her that well, right? I don't watch everything that she does. I'm sure someone who's like a bigger fan could properly analyze her success. But I'm just some guy who watches every VTuber he sees.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's like one advice from me is to, if you want to become a VTuber, you should look at who you really like, and see what you like about them, and see if you can emulate what they do, like the parts that you like, because you want to make stuff that you enjoy. That's the most important part of content creation. You have to make something you enjoy. If you don't make something you enjoy, you are going to get burnt out real fast. Like, even the people who like don't enjoy what they do but they make tons of money, eventually the money doesn't even matter. Eventually, even if they make so much money, they still get burnt out. You have to like what you do, or there's no way to do it.
Yeah, and also another thing like tying into that is like, I mean, for example, this is like a, for me, like personal example is like, like look at the VTubers, like streamers you like, see what they do, but also see what's out there. Because the thing, and this is something I said, I am not like the VTubers I like to watch. But I know, because I've seen, that there's people that like watching, people like me that are like more, I consider myself like more calm and quiet, like I have my moments, but I'm usually just really focused on like the game, especially the story. And I know there's streamers and VTubers that focus on that and like people watch them. But like I usually watch a little more like talkative ones, like more energy, like streamers.
Yeah.
So it's like, have a balance, just because you like one streamer, don't try to just be like them. Yeah, you also have to see what you're capable of. Right? That's why I said try to emulate what you like about them, but you might have a different sort of skill set, and you have to find out what that is. That's difficult. I'm still trying to find out what's my skill set, because like I love Pekora, right? I love Pekora. I love Kuzuha and Kanae from Nijisanji. I love Palmu. I love some of the Phase Connect talents as well. I won't name them. Who do you like besides Uruka? Uruka.
Yeah, besides Uruka.
Uruka.
Oh my god.
I really like Tenma. It's funny. My thing with Tenma is funny because I do not watch her. I don't really watch her as much because she really plays into the angry VTuber thing.
Yes.
So like I'm not really into that.
Yeah.
But
she yelled at me before,
I good.
She yelled
But
at me. I was so scared.
I love seeing everything that she's up to on Twitter. I love seeing her on my feed. I'm always like, hell yeah, you go, Tenma.
Oh right, Suisei. Some little streamer named Suisei.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who dislikes Suisei.
Because she probably got rid of them. I mean, what?
What? Wow.
Oh, my streamer can't be this psycho, or can she?
Gosh. Yeah, Riko Kumai, thanks for coming to my stream. Oh, of course. I try to, you know, I was actually watching for quite a bit, but I didn't comment that much. I try to watch you sometimes when I see you. It's hard because I watch everybody. I used to watch like 7 different streamers at the same time. Like not collab streamers, but like actually different streamers doing different topics at the same time.
Oh.
That was in the middle of pandemic season. I don't do it anymore. I don't know how I was able to do it, but it felt like my head was splitting into like 7 directions.
Yeah, no, oof. I can barely watch like 2 people at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain kind of it doesn't work like that anymore.
Yeah.
I said hello to Hakuya and he just gave me 1,000-yard stare. I'm sorry, Bellhound. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was definitely very out of it for most of the con because I was so stressed out. Yeah.
It's valid.
Kiona threatened to ban me for this, but if you two did a fusion dance, it'd be Hakona and it'd be glorious. You never spoke about this, but that would be very interesting. I would be up for it. Fusion with Kiona, that would be oh god. I mean
that would be something.
I mean, like we both have the same hairstyle, basically.
Yeah, you have similar.
Oh god, this is terrifying.
It's just more red.
Wouldn't we just look like Maple? Wouldn't we just end up looking like Maple?
I guess. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, I don't act anything. I don't really act that much like Pekora or Kusaha or Kanai. You know who people compare me to? They compare me to Doppio, Drop Scythe, and Yami no Shu.
Oh, that I don't know. I don't watch Shu enough, but I could see why they could compare you to Doppio. Because I think you have like an easier time. That's why I'm always that's how every time you invite me to this kind of things, I'm just like, I mean, like, as long as you take charge of the conversation, because I feel like you have a way easier time of like saying things compared to me.
That's because I have a lot of notes here right now.
Or like making funny comments about things, you know, and like.
Well, I'm sure there's better people than me at that. Like I work really well with people who I can throw everything at, and they can throw everything back at me. That's my best thing. I know a lot of people are better at other forms of conversation, but for me, it's for like I can say anything at you, and you can say anything at me, and that's the way that I work the best. I work a lot worse if I have to walk around issues, if I have to walk around certain topics, that makes it hard for me to speak.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's always, but I mean, as a solo, you know, because as I mentioned, like I consider myself, I'm usually like more quiet, I kind of focus on the story and whatnot. But I see you and like you can like read and like make comments and like, you know, like crack jokes and like talk to people. And then you have people like Maple that just like, I don't know how that girl never shuts up.
That girl has like some superpower. She just never shuts up. Like her brain is just on overdrive all the time with some sort of story. I don't know how she has lived this kind of life where she always has a story to pick out.
I don't know, man.
She just does not stop talking.
Discord, you go into like with Maple, you go into her Discord, you know, and like she goes to the airport and she runs into the weirdest people ever to exist. And we're like, how do you do it?
I guess she just walks up and starts telling them stories.
Maple's an insanity magnet. Yeah, that's the thing. Like she'll just be like, oh, I was at the airport and like I saw this dude and like this person and like some crazy lady talked to me, and I'm just like, how? Is
the crazy lady in the room with us right now? Are you sure you're not just making it up, Maple? If she did make it up, it's so highly specific that I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
I don't know. Maple just built different, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I knew I wanted to do something, but I wasn't sure if streaming would work out for me. I'm glad I'd like it, but if not, I was just gonna use the PNG for something else. That's good. That's good. A lot of people they really need to figure out if they enjoy something.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't completely sure that my past experiences would translate into VTubing. I had some worries that I would also not enjoy streaming, but I do. I really like streaming. But for me specifically, so I need some water.
Water sounds.
Yeah.
Water ASMR. Let's
Water.
fucking go.
Water. It's absolutely water. You know, even though you can't see my lower half, it's definitely water.
Well, you gotta make it weird.
It's not weird. It's just water. I do it all the time.
Where are you getting that? Where are you getting that water from?
But yeah, anyways, for me, I have a difficult time visualizing, and I need a character. Like, I need a very specifically moving. Well, it doesn't need to be moving, but I need a very specific design to be able to be me. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just be me by myself. I need something to visualize with. And that might give you guys some context for what I did before, but yeah. Dropping fat stacks on VTuber assets and then realizing you don't like it is like buying Warhammer, playing one game and then saying this is dumb. Yo, the Warhammer stats are like so expensive.
Are they?
They're
Damn.
extremely expensive. Yeah, you can buy like a Master Grade Gundam model and still be cheaper than a standard Warhammer set.
Damn.
Kind of a specific example, because I'm not sure if everyone builds Gundam models, but these days it seems like it's becoming more common.
Yeah, I see a lot of VTubers are getting into it.
Because when I was really into it, it was still very niche.
It's just that I feel also it's like when you wanna, like, you know, if you wanna do like hand cam streams, it's like the first thing that comes to mind, building things, building stuff.
Yeah, hand cam streams have become more accepted these days. No more gloves. Some people still do gloves, but you don't need gloves anymore. I'm surprised about all the people who build Gundams now.
I'm gonna start building more stuff.
Same here.
I'm excited to do more hand cam stuff.
That Lego stream we did was really fun.
It was.
It took so long.
I have a Sonic set that my sister got me for my birthday, a Sonic's Lego set, and it even has LED lights. I'm gonna be building that forever.
Oh my gosh. I'm still going through the chat. Is it narcissistic that I like to rewatch some of my Blue Archive VODs? No, it's not. As a live streamer or a content creator, what? My tracking's dead again. My phone is really hot. My iPhone is extremely hot. No, as a content creator, you absolutely should rewatch your own VODs, because you want to spot what, mistakes you make, and you want to spot what things you think you did really well.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be like me. I do not watch my VODs.
So, you want to see what you did really well so you can replicate it and make it even better. And for the parts that you didn't think were good, you can think about how you can make them better. There is no downside to rewatching your own VODs. None
exactly.
whatsoever.
It's a good idea, actually, to watch your VODs.
Yeah, like for those self-help stuff, right? I sometimes rewatch some of them just to remind myself, make stuff you enjoy. Make stuff you enjoy. Don't look at the numbers. Focus on self-improvement. That's what you want to do.
That's the thing. You gotta find the balance of like doing stuff you enjoy and like making that, like reach out to people. Because there's no point of like getting known for doing. Maybe you can like do something and get known for that, but like if you don't like it, you're not gonna enjoy it. That's not the point.
Yeah. Even though I'm like a very small creator, these are still things that like I guess they doubly apply to me because I'm a small creator. If I were a big creator, it wouldn't really matter, right? I'm already set. But like a smaller person has to really focus on the improvement, you know.
Also-
And that's why I'm making this stream, so you guys can like see not just me but also Kuroko's our little journey,
Me.
our little
Yeah.
almost like idol journey of going from small creators to big creators. We're gonna be big.
We're gonna be big.
We're gonna be big. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
drag
be big.
Maple. I'm gonna drag Maple here. I'm gonna dig another hole for Maple, and she's gonna sit behind us, and we're all gonna get big.
We won't have to talk at all. She'll do all the talking for us.
There's always a
So, yeah,
bigger
Minsk
fish.
Minsk reunion.
Oh yeah, gosh, there's too many Min's kids. Too many of them. We couldn't fit them all. I couldn't dig enough holes for them.
But yeah, I actually had to tell Maple that at one point too. That I was like, Maple, just do what you enjoy, do what you want to do. You know, like how you like to do it, and like people that like it will find you.
I mean, she could do some things to get more visibility, for sure. But you know, she doesn't have to change her content, and I don't think so. No, she can continue doing her content. Her content is fine. That's not the problem. Maple's problem is getting people to click on her, which is really weird because she's got such a pretty model.
Yeah, no, I mean the thing is about Maple is that she doesn't care much about that stuff.
But that's the important part.
You know, she doesn't really mind. You know, she just really does this for fun.
Yeah. That's true. I don't think she's lacking in the money department.
So that's also why I was like, you know, like don't worry about like trying to please people. You know, just do whatever you want. But yeah, that's actually like really important because believe it or not, people, most people like to see like streamers having fun and enjoying themselves. And if you're having fun, you can also make the stream you know, more fun and more engaging because you're enjoying yourself. Wow,
absolutely.
what a concept.
Right.
Having fun.
Sorry you missed the Fox hang. You can still watch it. It's on. The archive is up. It's up on YouTube. You can still watch it. Kyle said, I use glove hands because my hands are kind of fucked up. Oh, did you hurt your hands? I wasn't looking at your hands when we met. I'm sorry. Just paint your nails. No one will pay attention to the rest. That's true. I've seen people with like really like cracked up dry hands, but they have their nails painted, and people only talk about the painted nails.
That's a trick I didn't know. The thing is that also I don't know how to paint my nails, so I can't paint my nails. Unless I want people to pay attention to how badly I paint my nails.
Very deep hole for Maple, very small hole for Kuroko.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she is a very tall moose.
She is.
Gonna flex that founder badge when Kuroko's got 4-digit CCV. Oh.
Ooh.
Maple's bad about promoting herself or playing the algo. Yeah, she could play the algo a lot better, and she could also like market herself a lot better. Like when she was starting out, I think Maple was most known as that VTuber who like buys 1 billion scabs. That's how everybody knew her. For everybody.
a while.
Yeah, she kind of slowed down after a bit. Went easy on the scabs. But she has like the best scabs. I don't know why. I look at her scab page and every single commission is a banger. I'm like, how do you do
She's
that?
good at finding artists.
How do you do that? I think her design just is really easy for people to get really into. Yeah. Mine's a little bit more esoteric, so not everyone even accepts it, and people who do don't often know what to do with it.
Yeah, people like, funnily enough, on a scale, people like mine. So like, now I'm gonna change. I'm like, okay, but you better like me.
But your new one's really good too. I think your new one will do fine.
I'm so excited. I love it so much. It's so good.
Having
so
fun?
good.
How terrible. I hate fun. Having fun is the worst. Do you know why? Because like when you have fun, it means you're just gonna have a good time, and you won't be angry all the time. You won't be mad at people. You know, you'll go outside, you'll smile. You'll actually be able to do work.
How dare you?
You want to make stuff that helps make. I'm sorry, I can't speak right now. I want to stream, but I feel like I need to make stuff that helps bring people to the stream. I mean, if you're on YouTube, you really need that. You really need to do that if you're on YouTube. On Twitch, it's like whatever. On Twitch, you just click live and you just pray that somebody will find you.
Yeah. Like you can play a little with like titles and whatnot, but mostly it's just like going live.
Yeah. I mean, some of the people I watch, like what is it? Their tags are like ahegao or like, you know, first timer or stuff like that. And then it doesn't matter. The tags don't matter. She really went nuts on scabs. Yeah, I want scabs. I don't have any money for scabs.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
I'm throwing all my money at mints.
Oh, yeah. Should. Yeah, I'm probably gonna throw my money at Mins at some point in the future. Maybe I'm probably gonna do it again after debut. I'm gonna spend all my money on debut. I'm gonna do another donathon after debut to make my money back, and then I'm going to use that to commission Mins again.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's too much money.
And then I'm like I remember I told Mins, like, thank you. One of my first emails, you know, when he accepted my commission, I was like, thank you for adopting me. And like, I take that seriously. He's gonna be my artist now until he doesn't want me anymore. So I'm just like, I hope you're ready for the future commissions.
Pretty much. I'm quite stubborn. I could hire, you know, other people to make me other models, but it wouldn't feel right. Like, even chibi models, I'm kind of hesitant on if it's not Mins. I'm very how do I say? Because if you change those things, it weakens your brand image. It weakens your, like, not to throw shade on Iron Mouse, but she has like 12 models done by like 12 different artists, and every time she changes models, I can't recognize her.
Yeah, she has a lot of models. I mean, and like if you have the means and you want to, it's like, yeah, of course, it's like, I don't know, like changing costumes. But me personally, I like the consistency of having one artist.
The design is cute and it's getting even better. Absolutely. Offkai left me destitute. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to buy anything on Offkai, you know. I bought a few things, like maybe 2 or 3 items, but for the most part, all of the items that I got were given to me by congoers. I just happened to get lucky. That's really it. Here's your art, daddy. Oh, that sounds so wrong.
That sounds so bad, yeah.
That sounds so bad. At this point, it doesn't even feel special getting new designs because it's too often. That's true. If you get like new designs like too often, it loses the novelty.
Yeah, I feel like it stops because I mean, a lot of people, even like corpos, you know, they put like new outfits and whatnot. And, like, it's like something to celebrate, you know, like hey, new outfit, new thing, you know, and they make this big show about it. If you get them like so often, it just stops feeling like that. I would feel.
Are you searching for words?
It's fine. I know English. Maybe.
It's fine. It's fine. English is not my first language either.
Let's go. No, it's also that it's almost midnight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's pretty late. Let's finish off the chat and then we're gonna say our goodbyes. We've gone for pretty long. Thanks for staying with me so long. Actually, I'm surprised we were able to talk this much though. Would you want to start earlier next time? I can start like a little earlier next time too if you want.
Oh no, the thing is that I can't usually during the week.
But we'll talk about that later, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we can figure it out.
Yeah, 1 a.m. I'm beaten. Although we want to keep watching my buddy. All right, good night, Optidoc. That's how I feel about my artist, but I'm not sure if they would be all right with making a VTuber model. That's true. I just happened to get lucky that Mins started making VTuber models as I was getting into looking for a VTuber artist. That was a very convenient timing.
I was actually insecure about asking Mins at first because, you know, a lot of people...
Well, he's a big
quite a few
artist.
people... The thing is, like, yeah, I found out that he's like a big name artist, but I didn't know him before. I knew him from Face Connect, and the thing is that I know, especially back then, a lot of people knew me from Face Connect and like watching me from Face Connect. So I was still like starting and like kind of insecure, and I was like afraid of people being like, oh, like you're just getting means to copy the Face Connect girls or something like that.
I see.
And then like then I befriended Maple, and like I was also scared of that happening, of people being like, oh, like no, you just wanna.
I mean, that's
like, kind of copy her.
That's just how the clout chasing thing is, right? No matter what you do, if you ever interact with someone bigger than you, people are gonna complain, and they're gonna say, oh, you're clout chasing or whatnot. At some point you have to realize, it's not that big of a deal. And if they do complain, it's like whatever. And also, like, the biggest VTubers, they all clout chased. Shoto clout chased. Shoto clout chased, and now he's bigger than the people who he chased. So it's like whatever, man. You win in the end. Who cares what the haters say?
Yeah, no, after one point, especially when I started seeing that memes actually did a lot of like indies. I was like, and I was failing all my other attempts at contacting like.
Yeah, I know you
like,
were trying to contact Mika Team artists. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
And then at one point I was like, maybe I should just ask Minz, like every time I look at his art, I was like, maybe we will just ask him. And eventually I actually asked Maple. Like, I asked her, like, would it be fine for you if I get Minz as an artist? And like, she was even more excited than me at the idea.
Yeah, I know. I was super excited too. I'm like, wait, what? Really? I was so hyped when I saw. Yeah.
Someone is asking me if Suicide Artist was taking commission, would you choose to be a Minz kid or Suicide's sister? It's bold of you to assume that it did not consider contacting Suicide's Artist. I just didn't. I opted against it, mostly because I love Suicide, I love her art, but it's not what I want for me. I had that issue with some artists, like I really like their art, but it's not what I want for me. I have the same issue with Lucy Mama, Uruka's artist.
Yeah.
I also considered her for a bit, but then I was like, no, I don't really feel it for me. I love her art style, but like, I want to look different.
I was pretty confident in Minz when I contacted him. He had never made a VTuber before. He just posted like some like prototype thing when I first contacted him. I was like the second person to contact him, and I contacted him 30 minutes after the first person did. But like I wasn't super confident because like he didn't draw a lot of dudes. I had to like look into his Pixiv archive to see like the last dude he drew for like Mystic Messenger, and it was good.
Oh.
I just wasn't sure if it would translate really well to what I wanted, but it ended up being perfect. It ended up being just perfect.
Message is so good.
I can't imagine myself with anyone else at this point.
I'm actually so happy now. I'm so excited. Not only for his sign, because like also as I said, like you and Maple were so excited about the idea of like me being a Minz kid too, that I just got like double excited.
This entire business is clout chasing, pretty much. If you're on Twitch, your whole thing is about clout chasing. On YouTube, you might be able to boost yourself up. Otherwise, my iPhone died. It just completely the screen went off. Oh well.
Well. That's a sign.
That's fine. This is fine. What if whatever. It's fine. I'll just be like this. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just suffering from some temporary paralysis. I'm just old. Okay.
He'll be okay. He just need to rest a little bit.
That question is if suicide. Ecstatic. Don't even need to think to know if Maple would be absolutely ecstatic to have you as her art sister. I know, right? It doesn't surprise me at all.
To this day, I still don't know how I hit it off with Maple.
Like you're seeing the sleep paralysis demons. Yeah. Well, my iPhone completely died. Hopefully it didn't short circuit or anything. Maybe it'll wake up in a bit.
Yeah, you probably need to let it cool for a little bit.
Yeah, this has never happened before because I've done long streams where it's been fine, but I don't know why. I think this phone is just dead.
Maybe it's just too hot today or something. I don't know. It's very hot here.
It's pretty darn hot here. Yeah, actually, my room's currently 31 degrees.
Oof.
Because I didn't
So, yeah,
open I didn't open the windows.
That might have some effect.
But
You probably
31
need
degrees
to let it.
shouldn't have, killed the iPhone.
I mean, but if you're using it as like a camera,
Yeah. Oh well. Anyways, let's finish the stream. I didn't go through all the stuff in my notes, but it doesn't matter. I'll keep these notes for the next time. Thank you guys for coming to Fox and Raven, our very first episode. Hopefully we'll come up with some things to talk about in the future. And hopefully I won't suffer from sudden seizures.
this is sleep paralysis demons. They're real.
But yeah, you're streaming tomorrow, right? And I'm also streaming tomorrow.
Yes,
what are you
I'm
streaming
playing
tomorrow?
Reverse Collapse.
And what time are you streaming?
9:30 a.m. Eastern time.
Wait, 9:30. Okay, that's like 6:30 PST.
Yeah, that's
East Pacific. Yeah.
That's early for PST, guys, but it's good for CEA.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep early so I can wake up and watch your initial reactions. It's such a good game! I did not spoil you because I wanted you to enjoy it yourself.
I opened the game today to see if it worked, and I just kind of stared at the screen,
right?
At the menu screen, like, oh damn, this looks so pretty.
But yeah, tomorrow, 9:30 EST, 6:30 PDT. Go check out Kuroko's Reverse Collapse stream. It is a very good game. I just finished it yesterday. It took me like 13 hours. It is so much fun. So much fun.
I'm so excited.
The story is so good. I ended up clicking every single piece of lore and reading all of the lore. I don't know if you'll have the time to do that, but it's good for introducing people to the setting. The lore jumps.
Go.
Yeah, I will also be streaming tomorrow the Milao event stream. The Milao character event. That'll be happening at, I believe, 1 p.m. PDT. That's 4 p.m. EDT. I missed the recent Children's Day event, which sucks because I really wanted to read those stories. They looked really fun and interesting.
Oh, me too.
But yeah, thank you guys all for coming.
You guys should check out Hakuya because I might not stream the Milao event until like later on because after Reverse Collapse and Eclipses and Sorrows, I'm gonna become a Final Fantasy 16 streamer until I disappear.
You have a PS5?
I have a PS5.
Damn, I need a PS5.
I need to stream it also for all my friends that don't have PS5. They were like,
that's
as
true.
Soon as I got the game, they're like, "You're gonna stream it, right?"
Gosh, I want one. But anyways, it's the first Final Fantasy I've been interested in like almost a decade. Okay, I was not interested in Final Fantasy 15 at all. I didn't like 13s. I didn't like any of them. So I'm really I want to play it, but I don't have a PS5. We'll figure that out. Hopefully they'll release it on PC. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow at Kuroko's channel, and hopefully some of you guys will come to my channel.
Yay!
Is there anything else we need to say?
No.
No, I think we're done. Okay.
I think we're good.
Almost 4 hours, by the way.
God damn.
We're 2 minutes away from 4 hours.
How do we talk so much?
I don't know. I don't know. We just kind of rambled on. Yeah, thanks to everyone for coming. What's your goodbye phrase? What's your otsurudu? Otsurudu. Otsurudu.
Otsurudu.
And for me, I just recently came up with one. It's so lame. It's otsu cringe. Otsu cringe. And
Otsu cringe.
Otsu cringe and Otsu raven. Hi.
Otsu raven.
皆さんおやすみ。Otsu raven. It doesn't sound right when you say it in Japanese, but it sounds fine in English. Well, it's the Raven. Good night, everybody.
Woo, goodbye. Buenas noches.
It's Kiona's too? Oh my god. All right. Bye-bye.